Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by Water Purification Products, providing the complete package for all your purifying needs, including sales, installation, and services. They're fully licensed and insured. Visit them at waterpurificationproducts.com or call 954-979-5066 for pure water at your fingertips. And Mayhem Studios for all your multimedia needs. They'll give your business or organization a professional look to include videos and logos. Contact them at mayhemstudios@yahoo.com or call 479-322-0700. Add a little mayhem to your media. In association with ZW Designs. Need a website or app for your business? ZW Design has you covered. They'll get you looking professional in no time at affordable rates. Visit them at zwdesigns-agency.com or call 970-759-2739.
My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind, to inspire you to get outdoors.
Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors. Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to Infantry Outdoors, This Week Outdoors. I'm your host, the Infantry, everybody's favorite disabled DJ, doing what I do and just sharing it out with the world. Hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are around the world. Hoping you're having a blessed week. Hope you're having getting ready for a great weekend. You know, I just hope everything's good for you. Always hope that for all of my viewers. So guys, welcome to the... Ooh, I'm knocking stuff over. Sorry for the late start. Did I just crack that? Please tell me I didn't do that. All right, I'm good. Sorry for the late start. I had a couple things to do. I had to take dogs out before we got started, but all is good. All in all, it was a good week. Miss Latoya was the first one in, so good evening, Miss Latoya. Matrix, what's going on? Hey, bud, got two things going on at once here. All right, well, we're going to get into it. You know how we do, Matrix. So I want to hear all about it, but wait till we ask that question of the week, all right? So tonight's going to be a little bit different for you guys in This Week Outdoors. Of course, I'm going to bring up the question, what did you guys do this week outdoors? We'll get to that segment. But tonight, I just wanted to let you know, I had the opportunity to be on Zach's channel, Unique Prepping, on Wednesday. If you guys didn't see the live stream, go back and check it out. You'll learn a lot, and there was a lot of great questions asked. But it got me thinking. There's been a couple of topics I've been asked to address, and I haven't addressed them yet. And we're going to do that tonight. So we're going to watch a couple of videos tonight and show you from... I don't even want to show you from anybody's standpoint. I want you to see from your own standpoint how horrible things are getting out there. And it's not just for you guys, okay? And when I say you guys, I mean you normally able people, non-disabled people, okay? It's bad enough out there for normal folk, right? But when it steps into the world of disabilities, that's where I got to step up and say something. So we're going to talk about that tonight. If you don't know what I mean, you're going to find out as a program. So if you guys are coming in early, don't go nowhere. You're going to like tonight's program. I'm going to let it match. All right? I'm going to let it match. But with that aside, all in all, good day. The kids did great at bowling today, as they always do. I'm actually, when this is all said and done, I want to do, that's another thing. I'm going to do a video of my first year as a Special Olympics parent. Because there's things I'd like to address that myself and other parents want to address. And I'm going to use my platform to address it. So a lot of things coming up, man. A lot of things coming up. I stand up for handicapped people. I am one myself. That's what this whole program is revolved around, is that disabled people don't need to be afraid. Shouldn't be. I need to be afraid. We shouldn't need to be worried. We should be able to try and want and do anything we want to do. Okay? But with that said, like I said, good week all in all. Okay? It just lit me a fire tonight. Tonight I got an itchy button. We're going to scratch the itch tonight. But the week was good, man. The new video, if you guys didn't check it out, the new metal melting videos, over 300 views in just 3 days. I'm so thankful for that. One thing I will say, though, with the 300 views, I have 9 thumbs up. And my watch time average is like, I might have gotten a lot of views, but no, people don't watch. I don't know. So, but it was a good week. What else did we do this week? Was there anything we did this week? I don't think so. We've pretty much been hanging around the house. It's been so hot. I don't know where you live, but man, it's been in the hundreds every day. Like, it's so hot you can't breathe. But yeah, with that said, that was pretty much my week outdoors. So y'all know the deal. Matrix, Miss Williams, anybody else watching? Chime in. Let's see. It says we got 2 people in the chat. So I got Miss Williams and I got Mr. Matrix over here. Matrix, hit me, baby. What you got? What did you do this week? Well, you have 2 things going on at once. So I got to hear about this. We're going to bring the chat up early tonight. Y'all know normally I play a song first, but we're going to do things a little different tonight. We're going to play music. Don't worry. We're going to have fun. It's Friday. But, yeah, Matrix, what you got going on, fam? And Miss Williams, how about you? What did you do this week outdoors? But again, if you didn't check out the live stream with Unique Prepping, go over to Unique Prepping, go over to Zach's channel, show him some love, give him a thumbs up on it. Watch the video. Don't just watch some of it. Watch the video, man. Watch the whole video. Learn, because you're gonna be surprised at the answers that you're gonna get over there. Okay, hold on. Hold on a minute. Just mowing and grilling. Mowing was earlier this week. Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're mowing and grilling at the same time, bro. You're gonna have some grassy flavored food. No, but that's cool, man. Gotta get the grass cut. And listen, I admire folks that are smart enough to cut their grass, turn it into them hay bales, and turn around and make a profit on it. My uncle does that stuff. That's just like, awesome. What you barbecuing? What you got going on the grill, man? You know me, I'm a big barbecue freak. I love barbecue. Tonight was taco night for us tonight. I had to make tacos and burritos. Tacos and burritos. Ay, ay, ay. I love it. Tacos and burritos. I get taco flavored kisses. Taco flavored kisses are so delicious. Tell me what TV show that's from for 5 brownie points. Who can tell me where taco flavored kisses are so delicious? Tell me where that's from. Let's see who watches the same programs Infantry watches. But yeah, we do got a really good show coming up for you tonight. I'm finally going to address one of these videos that you guys have asked me about for a while. And then there's another one that we're going to address that I'm not going to lie to y'all. It breaks, like, to watch. We're not going to watch the full video. We're actually going to watch a reaction video to the video because the full video breaks my heart, to be honest with you. I can't watch it. But beef roast and chicken hindquarters. Beef roast and chicken hindquarters. Okay, I've been trying to walk a lot each day too. That's good. Yeah, you mentioned that. That's good, man. That's good. I've been trying to get the hell outside once a day at least. Because when you ain't got nothing to do and the wife's at work, kids are at home, they're on their tablets, and it's 112 in the shade with no swimming pool nearby. Yeah, that's kind of what we do. But on the good note, the boys have had a chance to go over to friends' houses and play in their pool and stuff like that, which I'm glad. I'm very thankful for. They even went over today after we got home. We did bowling this morning, ran errands, came home, had some food, and then they went over and played for a little bit. But man, I gotta tell y'all, wait till you hear. I mean, I could talk about it now, but I'm gonna include all this in the video of first time being a Special Olympics parent, because folks, I'm confused, and I don't like to be confused, especially when it comes to my kids and what they're doing and all of that stuff, right? None of us want to be. Well, I'm confused how you can have an organized sport. Okay, it doesn't matter the sport. In our case, it's bowling. How do you have an organized sport with kids? Okay, you have 2 coaches that in the multiple weeks, months that we've been doing this, have never coached anybody, have never taught fundamentals, have never, hey, you're doing this and you need to do this. You understand? Or you're letting go like this, you need to let go like this. There's been no coaching at all. Okay? And I kind of just, being me, started coaching Brandon. Then his buddy came over and asked for help. Then his buddy came over and asked for. Next thing you know, I got 4 or 5 kids that I'm coaching. Not that I'm a coach or anything. I'm just a dad on the sidelines going, dude, you're throwing to lane 4 and you need to throw down lane 16. Well, that went on for like a couple weeks. You know, and I've even bought stuff for the kids. I got them rosin bags to dry off their hands and made sure they had towels to wipe the oil off the balls. Made sure the coach that's supposed to be coaching these kids doesn't even know to fit the damn ball to the kid's hands. Okay? Or what weight, what size child should be throwing. He had my son trying to throw like a 12-pound ball. Brandon's tiny. He's throwing a 6. You know what I'm saying? My son, and there's another boy, Adrian, that's small like Brandon. He's got to throw a 6. But now the house has 2 different 6ers. They have orange 6 and they have the green 6. Each one is drilled differently. So while Brandon and Adrian both throw the same 6-pound ball, Adrian's hands don't work in Brandon's ball. It's too much room, and he threw the ball backwards. Okay. And that's where it was that I stepped up and I was like, hey, dude, I wanted to counter. I'm like, can I have another 6? You have like smaller drilled 6s? He's like, yeah, the orange ones. Can I please have one? He gave me one. Gave it to Adrian. Bam. Fixed the problem. Well, again, there's no coaching. None. There hasn't been any coaching of any kind from anyone other than myself. Now, the little coaching he did do was with his own children. Okay. So now we're moving forward. All of a sudden, now another thing is we weren't presented a rule book. We weren't presented a handbook. We weren't presented a breakdown or anything, right? Of how all this works. It's all been going last minute. So that's another issue I have. Everything has been last minute. I get a text today, this morning, 10:30, that practice is at this time. Don't forget to do this. Blah, 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 blah. But again, last minute. Last week, we had competition. They lost my kid's paperwork. And I had to go get it 4:30 on a Thursday so he could bowl 9 a.m. on a Friday from a doctor's office because they lost the paperwork. But it's my fault. And the way I'm spoken to is like I misunderstood the assignment or I turned in the wrong piece of paper. When I didn't. I turned my paperwork in on April 15th. And y'all lost my paperwork, my kid's paperwork. So that's been a big issue is there's no coaching. It's all last minute. There's no anything. It's basically just the kids go and whatever happens. And I get we're all there to have fun. But when you have a team and a coach that doesn't even teach them how to properly throw a ball, or how to improve so that they can have a good time. One of the kids today, this isn't the first time, got upset and walked away because he wasn't doing good. He had like zeros across the board. Where do you see the coach? Off in freaking La La Land. You know? Now, they tell us parents aren't allowed to coach anymore. We have to sit there and just spectate. And it irritates me to sit back and spectate my own child. I can't coach. I can't help. I get if we're in a tournament. I get if we're at competition levels. I get that. But when we're at practice, I'm not allowed to coach or help my kid when you're not doing your job. It's really been, I don't understand it. And I can't imagine that the Special Olympics, of all people, operate this way. I can't imagine. I mean, if we took the kids out for archery, are you going to put a bow in a child's hand, disabled or not, that's never fired one or has limited use of a bow and arrow that once you release it, you can kill somebody? No, you're not. When you play basketball for the first time, aren't you going to show the kid this is how you shoot the ball? Nothing at all. Let me check the comments. Come on over here. Beef roast and chicken. Okay, so I'm still caught up on the comments. But talking to one of the grandmothers today, she's like, I don't think I'm putting him in this next year. Now, here's another issue that I have. Because the coaches are going out of town, our kids have to miss our area competition, which is tomorrow in Gainesville. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow, or it's next week. It's next week in Gainesville. So because the coaches are out of town, taking a family vacation because they're husband and wife, all of the kids don't get to go to areas. And this is what I'm to understand today. So because we don't get to go to areas 2 weeks from now when we go to Jacksonville, which, mind you, this isn't like going next door. This is an hour and a half drive to get to Jacksonville. They tell us basically what I understood was you're going to go bowl, do your best, but your scores don't matter. You're not going to be competing against anybody in Jacksonville because you didn't go to state. Now, what we're going to do after the fact is we're going to tally up all the scores, and later in the school year, we're going to give you, not the Special Olympics, we're going to give you an award for competing in Jacksonville. Now, this brings up a question to me and my family. Do I want to drive to Jacksonville? That's a 3-hour round trip for a competition that doesn't matter. And then I don't understand, if those scores don't matter, how we can go to state. Because if you didn't compete in areas, I'm assuming it's areas, districts, and state. And if I'm wrong in the terms, I'm still learning, everybody. I don't know. Nobody's told me anything as a parent. So the one that we competed in last week, I think, was just for funsies. Like just a competition for fun. I don't know. But then you have Gainesville, which is areas, which we're not competing in because the coaches who don't coach because their kids can't be there, everybody else can't be there. And then you have Jacksonville, which apparently that's not going to count for anything. We're not going to get awards. Even if the kids do good, they're not going to get awards. They're going to get participation ribbons. And then after that would be, if we did well at from what I'm to understand, if we do good in Jacksonville, then we can go to state. But I don't understand how that can happen if Jacksonville doesn't count. This is a kind of ridiculousness that I've been dealing with these people representing the Special Olympics. So what do y'all think, man? I'm up here rambling. Matter of fact, yeah, y'all comment on something because I need to shift my brain. I'm going to take a music break. Comment on what y'all think. We going to run the first music track tonight. And I don't know what I want to play. I'm in one of them moods. I don't know. All right. We're going to go with this one. All right. So here's the deal, fam. Comment what you think if you've been hanging out with me so far. We got a lot coming up. I got some videos to talk about. If you're in here early and you're my normal infantry crew, you know folks will be in around 10. So I'm kind of just biding time till then. In the meantime, enjoy this music track here on This Week Outdoors. So glad to have you on a Friday night. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button for us. If you're new and you're not subscribed, we do this every single Friday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern and run until whenever. But with that said, welcome to the program. Here comes the music.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. It's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make like it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
That's right. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good sort of stuff. Mayhem, my brother. What's going on? I saw you came in right before the break. Oh, I had to clear my head on that one, dude. Because, like, really, this whole Special Olympics thing, I don't want to be mad, but I'm confused. And I don't like being confused. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I just don't get it. If your coaches ain't coaching, parents aren't allowed to coach, what the hell? You're supposed to just let your kids fail. I don't know. But that's my thoughts on the Special Olympics part. Mayhem, what'd you do this week outdoors? Got a great show coming up, so make sure you don't go anywhere. I'm just waiting on folks to get in here. I got some videos to show you guys. Mayhem, remember the one you called me about, wondering if it was me? We're going to talk about that. So hang out, guys. I'm kind of just biding time. It's early, 9:30. Folks are probably just coming in. Share us out because, man, I got some stuff to tell you. Infantry's hot. I'm going to be lighting a fire tonight. YouTube going to be pissed with me. And it ain't going to be my fault either. But, yeah, I had great time. Well, you're here, man, and that's all that matters. That's what means the most to me is that you're here. You know that. I don't care if you come in early, late, end of the program, commercial breaks. You know the routine, bro. But, yeah. But it was fun today, though, practice. My little buddy Adrian beat his goal. He was going for 49, and he got 59. So I was very proud of him. All the kids did good. And they're all excited about Jacksonville, which is great. I don't understand how we're going to go compete if it don't mean anything. Like, if it doesn't count, what's the point of it? Especially 3 hours worth of driving. But I don't know. If anybody with Special Olympics want to reach out to me and help me understand, maybe they're not doing it right. I don't know. I'm new to this. This is my first year in this school. This is my first year in this program. And I already don't like what I see. And And I'm not the only parent that pointed it out. So it's one of them things where, what do you do? You know, Saturday I went to a friend's house for her little girl's birthday party. Worked in the yard a bit and worked on my car a bit. Nice. I did the whole car thing last week. Oh, I did try to work on the damn dune buggy this week with no success. I didn't film it. I just did a bunch of electrical tests. I got the new stator put in and tested it all the way. Put it in, tested it, got resistance. Put the clips on, tested it, got resistance. I'm at the point where now I think I have a bad spark plug coil, which doesn't make sense to me because when I resistance test the spark plug coil, it's giving me resistance. Now, the issue I'm having is I'm getting voltage out of my CDI that goes to the coil, but I'm not getting sparks. So it's got to be I got to order a coil. And then last week I redid the water pump. So I've done my mechanics. I'm unfortunately not in Special Olympics. Yeah, I mean, if anybody watching that works with them, has worked with them, because at the end of this, I am going to do a video of my first year as a Special Olympics parent, or my first experience as a Special Olympics parent. And I'm going to address these things in the program because, look, man, I've been advocating for disabled people. I'm 43 years old. So 43 years of my life, I have been trying to make things better for handicapped people. And it could be so much better if someone would just take the time and coach these kids. Not just your kid, all the kids. Or if you don't have enough hands on deck, ask for help. Hey, we need an extra coach up here. Doesn't have to be me, I don't care, but somebody needs to coach the kids. It's like having a little league team and you go to practice and all you do is whatever the kids do in practice, well, that was practice. We're not going to teach you to throw the ball better, hit harder, catch the ball. No, if you get hit in the face, hey, it's okay, you tried. And that's, I don't get it, bro. I don't. Yeah, I know you're so special, Mayhem. You're special to me. All right, we got, what does it say? 3 people want to chat. Where is everybody? Somebody needs to put out a message like, hurry up and get here. I want to get into these videos. But this is the kind of stuff where once we get started, I'm not going backwards and repeating what the hell we've done, because here it is, 34 minutes. I'm still talking about the Special Olympics upsetting me. So wait till we get into these videos. And Mayhem, you know one of the two I'm going to bring up here because you thought it was me. And let me tell you something. What an amazing YouTube community you have, right? When a video comes out and your community calls you, bro, are you okay? I just saw this video. I wanted to make sure it wasn't you. Bruh, I mean, all the YouTube communities do stuff like that, I'm proud of the friends and people I've gained here on this social media platform. Just wondered where the hell they all are right now. Hey now, no flirting with me on a lot, man. I flirt with everybody. You know what I used to tell my wife? True story. I've been a DJ. Obviously, infantry. DJ is not my first name. I mean, it is. You can call me DJ. I'll say yeah. But I used to tell my wife, to be a successful DJ, especially in the Miami market where I'm from, South Florida market, which is the third largest entertainment market in the entire country. When I'm working, it's almost like being an actor. When I'm on stage, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your husband. I'm nothing. I am DJ Infantry. And I will say and do what I need to do to make them happy. I mean, to a limit. But a successful DJ, and I hate to say this, has girls that come back to them. You know what I'm saying? And bar tabs and things like that. There's ways that you make money for the business being a successful DJ other than just playing the music. I am also a master of ceremonies and MC. So I talk, obviously, I host, and I'm really good at it. We used to play games and do things, and I used to give out bar tabs and all kinds of crazy stuff. I brought business in, but I was saying do what I had to do to make sure the customer was happy all the time. You know? So you were lying to me when you told me that, oh no, I love you, man. I love all you guys. I really do. That's one thing I don't lie about, that word. You can't lie. You can't say I love and lie. Because then I think you're just gonna go straight to hell. Like how do you lie about love? Something so pure, something God put us here for, to love each other, you know? And that's why I'm here, because again, the videos we're gonna watch tonight, this ain't me. This ain't my fight. But guess what? It is my fight, because this could have been me. This hit so close. One of these hit so close, folks. These videos we're gonna watch, that it was literally in the county where I do business. Like it was that close to home. That's why Mayhem reached out. Was like, holy crap, dude! It happened down the street from me. So, you don't believe me? Prove it. Mwah! I love you, Mayhem. Hey, so you want me to prove it to you? All right, check it out. I'm going to do an Oprah Winfrey on you. Come over here, son. Come over here to Florida. I'll make you famous. I'll introduce you to some people. Matrix. Hey, you know, you got to put hashtag. I think we're going to start that. Matrix is going to start a hashtag. Because I love when he puts, you got this. You got to put hashtag, you got this. And I think that's going to be our Friday night hashtag. You got this. Oh, which, by the way, hashtag This Week Outdoors. So if you guys ever need it, it's there. This Week Outdoors. All the live streams, This Week Outdoors. But, again, we are going to get into these videos here. I'm going to give it to 10 o'clock. So hang out with me. Hang out with me. Listen to some good music. Matrix. You got this is actually an emoji. Okay. Well, on my side, it doesn't come up as a smoji. It comes up as a dot, you got this, dot. But I like it. We can make it a hashtag. You got this. So, yeah, man, spread out the word. Get some people here, because y'all are going to love to hear what you never hear come out of me tonight. And that's, we're going to talk about disabilities, and we're going to talk about, you know, I want your thoughts on what I'm going to show you. Like I said, video number 2, I'm not going to show the video in its entirety. If you want to find it, I'll have to link it. I'll have to put it in the link. But it breaks my heart to watch it, so I don't even want to watch it, but I'm going to watch it with you guys. So to our side, it looks like someone giving a thumbs up. Nice. Okay. I like it either way. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. I just think it'd be cool we start a hashtag for Friday nights, you know? Gotta grow the stream, guys. We gotta grow the stream. Gotta get folks in here. I shouldn't have said that, because now, well, I'm gonna be red flagged like a mother tonight. Once we start getting into these topics, and then just remember in the comments, keep things, you know, don't get me too demonetized. Add suitability is okay, but not demonetized. So, a few more minutes, everybody. Come on, where's everybody at? Where's Big Matt? Where's the damn wizard at? I ain't seen the wizard. He's probably hiding in the damn fog in the background. Wizard, come forth. I summon you. Hey, Vash, I was going to tell you, I saw something cool today. One of the YouTube melters that I watch is Big Stack Casting, and he made today a bronze. He did a sand casting of a bronze sword that he had. Basically, he made the same sword, but a bronze version of it. I was like, man, maybe I'll do something like that. I don't know. Let me see. Because it wouldn't be hard to sandcast it. I've got a sword or two around the house. I actually have Wesley Snipes' sword and hilt that he uses in Blade. That'd be a cool sword to have done in, like, I don't know, bronze or something cool. But yeah, we're definitely going to be getting into the, as Mayhem likes to say, the meat and potatoes. It's about 10 o'clock. So hang out with me, share us out, get some folks in here. I don't know, put it whatever you want to put in there. Infantry is going off the hinges tonight. Blind man loses mind on live stream. Put whatever you need to do. Let's get some people in here, because what I want to show you tonight is going to make you think. And if it doesn't make you think, well, you have no heart, no soul. I'm sorry to say that. Because, like I said, one of these videos, breaks my heart. I cry every time I see it. Just thinking about it disgusts me into a point of, I wish I would have been there. I'd have went to jail right along with him. But at least I would have had a good reason. Ugh. It's one of them aggravating nights, man. I tell you what. And I'm trying not to be. But what we're going to watch. And I'm wondering where Mayhem get a hold of Zach. Like, I'm surprised he's... As a matter of fact, let me text him. Where the hell are you, Zach? Where are we? Zacky Poo. Oh, where are you at? Mayhem is lonely and naked on my live stream. Make sure I type what I said. Mayhem is lonely and naked on my and I sent it too. But yeah, no, we started talking about this on Zach's program. And again, guys, if you missed the program on Wednesdays, go over to Unique Prepping, rewatch the stream. It was a good live stream. It was a really good live stream. You'll learn a little bit. And like we say over there, or like I say over there, is the things that we teach you on Unique Prepping and that Zach teaches you, yes, and even the things I teach you on my program. Yes, I'm blind. Yes, they're things for blind people. But imagine if I gave you the same device, how much better you'd be. So don't always think of things as, oh, infantry's going to show me. That doesn't matter to me. He's blind and I'm not. But trust me. We got some products coming that y'all are going to want to check out too. So I think he's already abandoned us. Oh, who, Mayhem? It's possible. Or are you talking about Zach? But I know, what does it say now? It says, oh, we're down to 2 people. It's just Vash and somebody. Who else is in the chat? Somebody tell me. Why is it, Vash, on the nights I have really good content, nobody's here? But in the nights we're just pissing off everybody. Everybody's willing to hang out till 5 a.m. Oh, Lord. Oh, Mayhem. Yeah, it's possible. He might even be on the road. Service cutting in and out. But, yeah, I mean, I'm going to roll with it come 10 o'clock either way. Oh, it's you and you. Okay. I got you. Oh, I love it. My 2 viewers or 1 person. Oh, I love it, dude. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know how else to get anybody else in here. Let me send a shout out to Zach. Hey, buddy, really great topic. Going to be kicking off at 10 o'clock. I need some people to be in here to hear all about it. It's what we talked about on Wednesday. So send out messages or something, get people here by 10. All right. I was using the other device at first. Well, not wait. Hey, that's cool with me, dude. If you run 2 devices under 2 accounts, I get double the watch time. And that's crazy because look at this. Let me show you something. Wednesday's video, right, blew up. It's at 339 views. Okay. The problem is it only has 9 thumbs up, and the average view duration is 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So granted, I got 330 something views, but it's actually hurting the video in duration by doing it. And I know I make long content, but damn, I can't keep it in under 2 minutes. It takes longer than 2 minutes to do anything. And that's the thing I don't get about TikTok. How do people like TikTok? Look, man, I've been in advertising most of my life. 60 seconds is a commercial. Tell me when you listen to a 60-second radio commercial, what do you retain from 60 seconds? You know what I mean? What can you do with a minute? I figured I'll leave it running on the other one to help out. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Sorry, bud. I always finish watching them, even if I turn the speed up. Nice. Hey, I appreciate it, man. It just does. I mean, think about it. It doesn't make sense. 300 people. I only got 9 thumbs up. That's like 3.6% thumbs up. It's that hard to get thumbs up from people, I guess. But hey, if you're just coming in, about 10 minutes away, we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of tonight's program. A couple of videos that I've been asked to check out, asked to review, if you will, and we're gonna do it. And they're by handicapped people. And if you're not comfortable with that, well, I'm sorry. But we're going to talk about it because one of these videos, many of you viewers reached out and was concerned that it was me because English is so hard, isn't it? It legitimately happened in the county I do business in, right down the street. So hang out with me, bear with me. Matter of fact, Vash, I think we're going to put some music on. All right, we're stopping on that one. All right, we're going to go to... Let's chillax a little bit. Infantry needs to calm down. Hey, if you're new here, hit the thumbs up button. Welcome to Friday nights. This is This Week Outdoors. My question to you, the viewer, as you come in, what did you do this week outdoors? In the meantime, I'm going to play this track. One of me and Vash's favorites. A little bit of ice and fire on a Friday night. Hope you're having a good one. Stick and say, we're coming back on the other side of this music break.
Giving me wind and rain, you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, like I wanna jinx it, baby. Can't twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. just treat your body goodbye. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak with my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Back from the break. Welcome everybody to This Week Outdoors. Yours truly, the Infantry. Winding up hour number 1. Now, next hour, we kicking the tires, and I'm gonna light some fires. I'm gonna piss some people off. I'm gonna touch your heartstrings. I'm gonna bring some light to some things that have been brought to my attention that I haven't spoken about, and I probably should have when they happen. But you know, in this YouTube world, it's tough to do that. But remember, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything pertaining to our programming, always write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Don't forget to become part of the family. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified when and whatever we do here on this platform. And of course, if you'd like to help out the program, everything is linked down below. There is our PayPal, or you can hit the super thanks. Show your appreciation for the program and help us grow. All right, so I sent out like a text message while I was backstage. Hopefully we get some folks here, because come 10 o'clock, 5 minutes, we're going to start this topic. And make sure I got my videos lined up. Okay, so we're going to start. No, we're not starting with that one. We're going to start with this one. Now, which one do I want to show you? All right, I think we're going to go with the audit on that one. So make sure I credit them once I'm done. But yeah, if you're just coming in, the question of every week, every broadcast is, what did you do this week outdoors? Please feel free to comment. Let us know you're here. I'd love to say hello to you. If you don't comment, I don't know you're here. Remember, you are working with a blind man here, folks. Dum, 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 dum. Me and Vash just hanging out, kicking it tonight. Y'all missed my whole rant on the Special Olympics, but I'm going to be doing a program dedicated to that in the future of my first experience as a Special Olympics parent and shed some light on some things I'm not happy with. But yeah, guys. What else? Oh, if you didn't check out this week's video, it's doing really good, sort of, kind of. I mean, it's got a lot of views. It just doesn't have a lot of watch time. So if you watch videos, try to watch them in their entirety, because the way YouTube is on us creators, like, it really, you could get 300 views, but if you're only watching a minute or two of it, it kills us, you know. And be sure to give a thumbs up. I'm only like 3.6% on a thumbs up. 300 people watch, and only 9 people are kind enough to hit a button that doesn't cost anything, you know. But thank you for the 9 folks. All right, 3 more minutes, guys. We're going to start this topic. And again, if you are offended by, I'm handicapped. If you're offended by anything I say, handicapped, crippled, blind, anything like that, then you're not going to be happy with. I mean, I can say it, obviously, but this is going to be one of them programs where these 2 videos that I'm going to show you are going to shed some light on some things, or at least they should. Because it's one thing, and I don't mean to say this wrongly to you guys or to anybody, but it's one thing to happen to normal people, for things like this to happen to handicapped people. There's no excuse for it. No excuse for it. So, all right, so let's do this. And when we come back after this, it's time to light the fires. Stay tuned with me. I'm the Infantry. So glad to have you. I got to acknowledge the sponsors and thank them for all their hard work for us that they do here on the program. So stick and stay. I'll be right back after this. And then we're going to gaslight YouTube. Here we go.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by water purification products, providing the complete package for all your purifying needs, including sales, installation, and services. They're fully licensed and insured. Visit them at waterpurificationproducts.com or call 954-979-5066 for pure water at your fingertips. And Mayhem Studios for all your multimedia needs. They'll give your business or organization a professional look to include videos and logos. Contact them at mayhemstudios@yahoo.com or call 479-322-0700. Add a little mayhem to your media. In association with ZW Designs. Need a website or app for your business? ZW Design has you covered. They'll get you looking professional in no time at affordable rates. Visit them at zwdesigns-agency.com or call 970-759-2739.
In today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now more than ever is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jace case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jacemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code Infantry10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jace case.
Welcome everyone to my channel. They call me Mayhem, a nickname I was given in the Army where I honorably served for 8 years. When I joined, I swore an oath, and though I hung up my uniform a while ago, my oath still remains. I'm still dedicated to God, family, and country. The purpose of this channel is to teach you what I know and prepare you for what may come. I will not sell you fear, but will inspire hope. We'll focus on what we can control and accept the things we can't. I invite you all on this journey. So pull up a chair, get comfortable because class is in session. It's time to prepare for tactical mayhem.
Guys, welcome back. Thank you for being here tonight. Hope y'all are having a great evening. If you're new and you just came in, welcome. Please drop a comment in the chat so I can say hello to you. And the question is, what did you do this week outdoors? All right, it's 10 o'clock hour. As promised, we're going to talk about some upsetting things. Now, I've been reached out a few times on this first video that we're going to watch. Particularly because some of y'all thought it was me that was in this predicament. Right down to what happened in right down the road from me in my county that I do business in. So when it hit that close to home, folks were like, yo, you okay? Do you need bail money? What's going on? Well, the video we're going to take a look at is, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but we're going to play it either way. All right. And, let me get it set up here. Oh, which one is it? This one. Okay. So I need to get that ready real quick. And we're going to use this channel here. Let me not run this real quick. Hang on with me, guys. Do me a favor, drop comments if you're just coming in. Let me know you're here. Let me know what's going on with you. Put that into full mode. All right, so we're going to go back to here. All right. So as promised, guys, the first video that we're going to watch is a blind man getting arrested for his blind stick. Now, as I said, this happened right here in my county, the county that I do business in. Many YouTubers reached out to me on this. I intended to do a reaction on it a while ago. I'm also going to bring up, what happened after the fact from the police chief and everything else. And we're going to address this as a community. This is why I wanted more people in here. So if you could, Mavash, it looks like me and you again, but I'm not even sure. If somebody new is in here, please let me know. But I really wanted a lot of people here in here to address this. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start the video. This brought to us by Audit the Audit.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers firearms, reasonable suspicion, and resisting, and is brought to us by Jim Hodges' channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve.
Yep.
Before we dive into the interaction, I want to give a
I will link it down below after the broadcast.
big thanks to the sponsor of this episode, Kamikoto. Kamikoto makes
No.
supreme.
No. No.
Kamikoda.
No.
Is while crossing
didn't
county
spend
sheriff
money
this
with me,
episode.
buddy.
On Oct. 61st, 2022, Deputy Jamie Godey of the Columbia County Sheriff's Office stopped 61-year-old visually impaired veteran James Hodges while crossing the street after jury duty in Lake City, Florida.
Okay, we're going to stop right here. A visually impaired veteran. Lake City is the city I do business in. And this is why, like I said, this is why it hit really home. If you look at our P.O. box, it is P.O. Box, Lake City, Florida. So,
Mr. Hodges was carrying his cane, which he sometimes used to help him navigate while walking, in the
which I have.
back pocket of his jeans. And according
I do.
to Deputy Godey, she initiated the stop because she believed it was a firearm.
Hi there. What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's a navigational aid. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
Right there. The whole entire, from here on out, is over. She walked up with the idea he had a gun. Found out right there, right here. We're 3 seconds in. It's a visual aid. Are you a tyrant? Yes, I am. Let me have your ID. This is the type of stuff. Now, this is before. We're 3 seconds in. The whole shit is over with already. Officer, walk away. It's a visual aid. Now, wait, it gets better.
I don't have to give that unless
Yes, sir. I was investigating.
You have reasonable.
Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't have
you
to.
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be to me.
There you go. There you go. Take it. Now, I can't see y'all's comments. I'm going to go to the comments in a minute. But there you go. Take that stick and shove it up your...
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir. I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
Okay, now at this point, there is no reason to detain the man because your suspicions, your reasonable articulate suspicion for stopping me, i.e. the firearm, that doesn't exist, is a blind stick. Have a good day, officer, but no.
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right.
After Mr. Hodges displays his cane to Deputy Godey, she informs him that he's still being detained and orders him to provide his name and date of birth. While Florida law allows licensed individuals to carry a concealed firearm,
Not anymore. Not anymore. Constitutional concealed carry. But that when this happened, yes, you do have to have a concealed weapons license. Absolutely. But as we've already seen, and he's going to state, there was what? No what, boys and girls?
Section 790.053 of the Florida statutes says, quote, "It is unlawful for any person to openly carry on or about his or her person any firearm." Because the cane to Mr. Hodges
That is incorrect. Well, that is correct. Unless you are in the act of camping, hiking, hunting, or fishing.
his pocket was mostly visible, if Deputy Godey reasonably believed that it was a firearm, a court would likely determine that she had reasonable suspicion to initially detain Mr. Hodges for a suspected violation of this statute. Still, even setting aside for a moment the reasonableness of her alleged belief that the cane was a firearm, a court would almost certainly conclude that she could not continue to detain and attempt to identify Mr. Hodges after discovering he was not carrying a firearm.
Exactly.
Under Section 901.151 of the Florida statutes, which is known as the Florida Stop and Frisk Law, quote, "Whenever any law enforcement officer of this state encounters any person under circumstances which reasonably indicate that such person has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a violation of the criminal laws of this state or the criminal ordinances of any municipality or county, the officer may temporarily detain such person for the purpose of ascertaining the identity of the person temporarily detained and the circumstances surrounding the person's presence abroad, which led the officer to believe that the person had committed, was committing, or was about to commit a criminal offense." However, as the Supreme Court explained in the 1983 case of Florida versus Royer, quote, the scope of the detention must be carefully tailored to its underlying justification. An investigative detention must be temporary and last no longer than is necessary to effectuate the purpose of the stop. Similarly, the investigative methods employed should be the least intrusive means reasonably available to verify or dispel the officer's suspicion in a short period of time. Based on this and other precedent, the First District Court of Appeal of Florida determined in the 2000 case of Eichner versus State that, quote, it follows from these authorities that investigative detention can be valid only as long as a reasonable and articulable suspicion continues to exist.
Right.
The suspect must be released if the investigation dispels
100%.
the concern that initially justified the detention and if the officers have not acquired any other basis to continue the detention. Here,
Okay.
reasonable suspicion only existed as long as Deputy Godey believed that Mr. Hodges might be openly carrying a firearm.
Exactly.
As soon as her investigation revealed that Mr. Hodges
3 seconds into the video, her investigation was complete.
was carrying a cane and was in no way engaged in criminal activity, he could no longer be constitutionally detained.
Exactly. So you need to piss off at that point. But no, there's more.
You know,
Sir, what's she stop you for?
For a walking stick.
so
And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to present it, okay?
Now she's asking me for ID.
Okay.
I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime, or about to do a crime.
Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed.
Her suspicion was that you had a gun. Now that you don't have a gun, what suspicion do you have me on?
Okay, and she's asking you for your ID.
Well, now she is.
And this is the douchebag supervisor. Matter of fact, let me stop here because I want to see if y'all have commented anything yet. To be honest, and if you haven't, you need to be commenting. All right, here we go. I'll bring the chat back up once we get to that point, but I want to keep that up there right now. Vash says, yes, I am. Unique prepping. Hey, you made it. Vash Matrix. We need to get more people in here, bud. You see what we're talking about tonight? I'm telling you what. So nobody has any thoughts as of yet. I'll go back over to, I just want to check the chat because I can't watch both screens. I'm not that multi-talented. So here we go. So now here's Sergeant Douchebag. That's now, mind you, you're supposed to know the law. You're a cop. These are the people that are supposed to know this shit.
Verified that I am not armed. Okay? So there is no
Do you have
problem.
your ID or not?
I do have my ID, but you don't need it.
Okay?
And I want y'all to understand something. That intersection they're at, I'm at least twice a week.
Okay.
Stupid YouTube app.
I don't know where his wallet is.
Where's your wallet at, sir? I don't have my wallet on me.
Okay, where's your ID?
Where's your ID? In my pocket. Which pocket? You are not allowed to search me.
It's in this pocket.
And they're not allowed to, and that's another thing. They're not allowed to search you. They're not allowed to search you. They're not allowed to detain him. They're not, this video was done by 33 seconds in. It was done and over with. So this is law. Bullies with badges. That's what I've always said. Bullies with badges.
There you go.
Thank you.
I want your names and badge numbers.
Sergeant Randy Harrison assists Deputy Bodie in placing Mr. Hodges in handcuffs and searching his pockets. As the Supreme Court of Florida held in the 1992 case of Reynolds versus State, quote, police may properly handcuff a person whom they are temporarily detaining when circumstances reasonably justify the use of such restraint. However, the court clarified that, quote, we do not suggest that police may routinely handcuff suspects in order to conduct an investigative stop. Whether such action is appropriate appropriate depends on whether it is a reasonable response to the demands of the situation.
Right.
Applying this standard, the court concluded that the continued handcuffing of an individual after a pat-down confirmed he was not armed was illegal because, quote, the suspects offered no resistance, were not particularly belligerent, and did not make any threats. Still, in the 2016 case of Quasi versus State, the 4th District Court of Appeal of Florida concluded that, although, quote, courts have generally upheld the use of handcuffs in the context of a Terry stop where it was reasonably necessary to protect the officer's safety or to thwart a suspect's attempt to flee, in the case at hand, placing the defendant in handcuffs constituted an unlawful stop because, in addition to the fact that the officer had no reasonable suspicion on which to base the detention, quote, the defendant gave the officer no reason to suspect he would flee, and no reason to suspect he was armed or dangerous. Likewise, the Quasi Court found that the officer conducted an unlawful search when patting the defendant down while handcuffed, and, quote, finding nothing that suggested a weapon, the officer reached into the defendant's pocket and removed his cell phone and cigarette paper. The court determined that this search was unlawful because, quote, case law consistently holds that an officer must have a reasonable belief that their safety is in danger, and if so, must limit their contact to performing only a pat-down search. And, quote, the officer exceeded the permissible scope of a pat-down even if he had reasonable suspicion, which he did not. In this situation, a court would probably hold that the officers had no reasonable suspicion to continue to detain Mr. Hodges, and that even if they did, the use of handcuffs and the search of Mr. Hodges' pockets were illegal because he showed no indication that he was a flight risk, and he had already proven he was not armed when he demonstrated that he was carrying a cane and not a firearm.
Preferably
Hotel
your cards.
322.
Sir, you legally blind?
Yes, I am. I had to walk up here in the dark for jury duty, which was canceled.
Why aren't you using your stick? You don't have to use your stick all the time?
Not all the time.
And I'm going to stop right there. And that's another thing. Okay. Handicapped people don't always have to have their stereotype shit with them to be handicapped. And I say this as rudely as I can because I'm getting tired of it. I don't have to be holding my stick out and using it to be blind. I don't have to have my service dog to be blind. I don't have to be told you don't have a service dog with you, so it's not a service dog. I don't have to have the stereotypical blind glasses, dark glasses on. I don't have to do none of that, and I'm still blind. People need to understand that there's different levels of disability. There's different needs that people have, especially when it comes to visual impairment, because nobody's vision is the same and nobody can tell you what you can see. Not even a doctor can tell you that. So the fact that this man's over here, oh, and I've gone through it. Well, how come you ain't using your stick? Because I don't want to. There's no freaking law that says I have to. And it's ridiculous to these people, even law enforcement. Now, I've run into some great law enforcement, okay? I've run into a sheriff in my county that we had to talk about service dogs at the park, that I wanted to bring Mika, and I just wanted to make sure before I took her to the spring, you all going to jump on me for doing, if I take her in the water, like she's allowed to. I just want to, I'm courteous, okay? If my animal is allowed to do something because the law says it is, but it's not appropriate, I'm not going to do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel you if you don't want a service animal swimming in a swimming pool, but I don't feel you if you won't want a service animal swimming in a river. So I talked to the cop. I'm like, sir, I want to bring her, but I just want to find out what's the ground rules before I do it. Ask for I don't ask for forgiveness. I ask for permission. So he's like, no, I completely get it. He says, sir, you can take your dog anywhere you want. And as a sheriff, I am only allowed to ask you one question by law. What service does that animal provide? And provided you give me a feasible answer, which in your case, obviously you're visually impaired, then yeah, I can't tell you not to take that dog anywhere. Nobody here can. But this turned into a 45-minute conversation him and I had. It turns out he had a working dog through the department, and we were talking different tactics and trainings, and it was great. This right here, what we're seeing right here, You have your stick. Why aren't you using your stick? They're reaching for it, like you're poking at him.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. You know, I put him in jail for resisting.
Okay. All right, let's go.
And you noticed they have yet to identify. It's the second time. I want your name and badge number. These servants, which is exactly what they are required to identify when asked as part of their job duty, especially to a blind man who can't read your damn badge number or your little nameplate. So that is there specifically for a instance or reason like this, where a gentleman is asking you to identify yourself. I want your name and your badge number. And you don't give it to him. Why aren't you giving it to him? Because you know you fucked up. Again.
When Mr. Hodges implies he will be filing a complaint and asks for the officers' names and badge numbers, Sergeant Harrison tells Deputy Bodie to, quote, put him in jail for resisting. Section 843.02 of the Florida statute states that, quote, whoever shall resist, obstruct, or oppose any officer in the lawful execution of any legal duty without offering or doing violence to the person of the officer shall be guilty of a misdemeanor of the first degree. In general, courts have concluded that individuals can be convicted under this statute for refusing to comply with a lawful order from an officer. For instance, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals held in the 2008 case of Vadimski versus City of Melbourne that an individual could be arrested for resisting and obstructing an officer's efforts to detain him during a lawful Terry stop by attempting to leave the scene. In the same vein, in the 2007 case of Zivojinovic versus Barner, the 11th Circuit determined that probable cause existed to arrest an individual for resisting when he, quote, disobeyed a command by members of law enforcement as he was escorted off a property he had been asked to leave. However, it is essential to note that both the statute and the relevant case law require that an individual oppose a lawful command in order to be convicted of resisting. In the 2008 case of CHC versus State, the 2nd District Court of Appeal of Florida reversed a delinquency adjudication against a juvenile defendant who, when an officer ordered him to stop, because the state failed to show that the officer was, quote, engaged in the lawful execution of a legal duty. The court reasoned that, quote, although flight in knowing defiance of a law enforcement officer's order to stop can constitute a violation of Section 843.02, the officer must be justified in ordering the detention based on founded suspicion that the defendant was engaged in criminal activity. Because the officer did not have the necessary reasonable suspicion of criminal activity to justify a detention, and, quote, the flight occurred after the unlawful order to stop, the court granted the defendant's motion to dismiss the charge. Even though the officers did not arrest Mr. Hodges until he threatened to file a complaint, according to Deputy Godey's arrest report, quote, James was found to be in violation of Florida Statute 843.02 by obstructing the ongoing investigation when he repeatedly refused to allow identification of the object in his pocket, as well as refusing to identify himself, despite the fact that Mr. Hodges removed the cane from his pocket and clearly displayed it to Deputy Godey when he was under no legal obligation to do so. Given the precedent on the issue, a court would likely determine that Mr. Hodges did not violate Section 843.02 of the Florida statutes because the officers could not lawfully detain him or require that he identify himself once it became evident that he was not carrying a firearm, and therefore were not engaged in the lawful execution of a legal duty.
I want your name and badge number 2, sir.
Have a seat.
You'll pick my property up, please?
I sure will.
Still haven't identified yet.
No, after you have a seat.
Still haven't identified.
You want to pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
It's a real piece of shit. How do you live with yourself as a piece of shit like this? And in the worst case, and then even worse, her supervisor, a bigger piece of shit, is allowing it to happen.
Mr. Hodges was charged with resisting without violence in violation of Section 843.02 of the Florida statutes. However, the charge was dropped on November 7th, 2022 by State Attorney John Durrett, who stated in a court filing that, quote, after having examined all known evidence, it is the determination of the undersigned that said cause does not warrant criminal prosecution against the defendant. On November 3rd, 2022, Mr. Hodges contacted the Columbia County Sheriff's Office about the encounter and requested the body camera footage, and the office initiated an internal investigation into the incident as a result. According to a video statement from Sheriff Mark Hunter, which was released on Facebook, the department determined on November 11th that both officers had violated policy during the interaction. As a result, Sergeant...
Okay, I don't want to play that because I actually want to play the freaking video for you guys. So hold on a second. We're going to go to that, and you're going to look at... I want you to hear what happened, because it's total crap. All right, real quick, let me jump over to you guys in the chat. But you do have to have a point before. Hey, it's good, all good, bro. I needed that, believe it or not. Because this stuff really does, it pisses me off. Because it could be me. It could be you. It could be Zach. I mean, bro, wait till if y'all think this one's off the chain, wait till I get to the next one. Y'all need to get some more people. Share this out. Zach, tell everybody to well, I don't know where the hell everybody is tonight, but I'm going to keep on with this. So let me go over here now, and we're going to go. They can watch it in a damn replay since they missed out. Check this out. This is what happens. This is what happens when... yeah! This is the part that upset me.
Good afternoon, Sheriff Mark Hunter. I'm here today to update you and provide some information that will hopefully answer questions many of you have regarding this situation. On October 31st, shortly after 8 a.m., two of our deputies encountered Mr. James Hodges walking near the intersection of Marion Avenue and East Duval Street. The interaction resulted in the arrest of Mr. Hodges. Body cam footage that was provided to Mr. Hodges of this incident has recently been circulated across many outlets and has resulted in our office receiving a number of calls from concerned citizens. I want to begin with a timeline of the initial events. Mr. Hodges was arrested on October the 31st at 8 a.m. The arresting deputy was Jamie Godey and her supervisor, Sergeant Randy Harrison. On November the 3rd, Mr. Hodges requested body cam footage of the incident. He was provided the footage the same day. During the review process, prior to it being released, a likely policy violation was discovered. Since the incident involved a patrol sergeant, the patrol lieutenant and captain were made aware of the incident. The patrol lieutenant and captain were directed to investigate the incident further and began that day, November the 3rd. Mr. Hodges had not yet filed a formal complaint when the patrol commanders were instructed to investigate this matter.
Well, why should he have to? You have the damn body cam footage. You have the supervise. Why don't you file a complaint on behalf of the citizen? Why don't you stand up for the citizen that you've wrongfully arrested because Princess Prick and Sergeant Doofus wanted to fucking use their power?
Arrangements were made.
Worse yet, the man got locked up, had to spend time in jail, has to hire an attorney, has to do all of this stuff because of a blind stick. 3 seconds into the video, we were done. But no.
Made that day for Mr. Hodges to complete a sworn statement at a later date upon his availability. The administrative investigation concluded the afternoon of 11/7, and allegations of policy violations against these two deputies were sustained. As a result of these findings, Sergeant Harrison will be demoted immediately, suspended without pay for 7 days.
So he gets suspended for 7 days for a vacation, and he's going to get demoted.
And will not be eligible for any favorable action for 2 years. Deputy
won't be eligible for any favorable action. So we're not going to kiss your ass for 2 years. We're not going to let you get away with shit for 2 years. That's basically what that sounds like to me, boys and girls. No favorable action for 2 years. What the hell did you just hear out the man's mouth? Now that's the sheriff.
Goody will be suspended without pay for 2 days. Both
Princess Prick is going to be suspended for 2 days for initiating and causing the whole shit.
deputies will be required to undergo remedial training pertaining to civil rights. As sheriff, I take full responsibility for this event and want to extend my sincere apologies to Mr. Hodges for the actions of my deputies. I do not feel these deputies' actions were guided by ill intent, but rather by frustration and failure to rely on their training. Nevertheless, this conduct is unacceptable. We will continue to work hard and train to ensure these incidents do not reoccur. I do want you to know that I'm deeply saddened of the negative impact that this has on our agency and this situation has caused to us. I want to reassure you that as your sheriff, we do make mistakes, but we take corrective action to fix them. This is how we get better. I want to applaud Mr. Hodges for actually reporting that and requesting the video. That's how we learn. I can promise you that, we're going to work hard to try to get 100%, but we'll never be 100%. No one is.
You're a fucking idiot, dude. You gave Princess Prick a 2-day vacation, and Sergeant Doofus gets demoted with a week vacation. It's shit like this that you need to be fired over, dude. Fired. I'm going to drop this one down because we're going to talk about the next one here in a minute. All right, guys. So there's video number 1 and the results. What do you think of it? We ain't got very many of you in here. So Matrix, Unique Prepping, comment. I need to hear. This was the video where a lot of you guys reached out thinking it was me, and I really appreciate that. But it was not, thank God. They completely handled it completely wrong. They did everything about it completely wrong. That video, like I said, was over in 3 seconds. Nope, I don't want to do that one. Not yet. I need to make you smaller. I'm trying to queue up the next video. But it's total crap, guys. It is total crap that one even happened. Okay? And the other thing is, that whole incident was done the minute he showed his blind stick. 3 seconds into the video. Sir, I believe you to be carrying a concealed weapon or a firearm. No, it's my blind stick. I'm blind. Oh, I'm so sorry. My apologies. Have a wonderful day. Off you go. Done. There's nothing wrong with you thinking I had a gun, but the minute I didn't have a gun, man, you needed to walk away. Now, this gentleman is from what I understand, he's suing the Columbia County Sheriff's Department and the officers and everything else, and he should. He absolutely should. 110%. And not long after this, I was stopped just walking down my street to go check my traps. And the officer was like, oh, gave me this whole BS reason of why he even stopped me. And I didn't have to stop and talk to him, but I did. And it's just amazing, like, what kind of bullshit these cops will say or do for no reason to nobody. You know what I mean? But this next video is off the chain. And I'm not going to play the actual video. I'm going to play a reaction video to the video because I can't watch the whole video. I can't. What I'm going to show you makes me cry. And it's only a small part of it. Someday, some do well and deserve thanks. Some abuse the position. I've experienced both. It's best if they hold their own to a higher standard than Tyrant Girl and her permissive superior. Exactly. Somebody sent me a picture today. Was it like 3 types of police officers? You have the cops, the crooked cop, that goes out in the street and blatantly breaks the laws to benefit themselves. Then you have cop number 2, which is the cop that witnesses cop number 1 and doesn't do anything. So they're equally as guilty. Then you have cop number 3, the cop that stands up and actually says something and loses their job for doing the right thing. And I believe that. I believe that I always said this in Unique Prepping's channel Wednesday when we were talking about handicapped people being able to prep. The real and the honest truth of life, whether you're handicapped or not, when an emergency happens, ain't nobody coming for you. Nobody. Because they're going to take care of themselves and their family first, and you're a second thought. Okay? Think about what I just said to you. Because it's going to, oh my God, no. Listen, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your next door neighbors, your best friends, something happens, you're not their first thought. So what you going to do? You need to be able to take care of yourself. At least until them people think of you. So just like with the police, man, they're not your friends. They're not here to help you. They're really not. No matter what they want to say, they're not here to help you. They're here to do them, and you're a second thought. All of us are. Not one of them that put on a badge and recite that oath that you will uphold the Constitution. None of them do it. None of them do it. And then if the ones that want to do it won't do it because there's more bad ones around them than good ones. So, all right, well, if that wasn't bad enough, let's jump into the second video because the night is moving on. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. Give me a thumbs up. I know you guys are always supporting Vash. Vash is always supporting me. But give us a thumbs up, man. We definitely need it on this video. So the next one that I'm going to bring to you guys is going to be a horror story at a Target. All right. Now, again, this is a reaction video of the incident. So if you want to see the full incident, you can go watch it for yourself. I've already watched the full incident, and I don't want to watch it no more. What I'm going to watch right here, honestly, breaks my heart. So, backstory on this before we even get started. Mentally handicapped gentlemen. We're at Target right now, boys and girls. Mentally handicapped man at Target is trying to check out by himself. Something all disabled people want the opportunity to do for myself. Okay? It's not hurting anybody. It doesn't bother anybody for the handicapped person to want to check his shit out himself. And I'm sure we can all agree on that. However, before we start this video, someone at Target was not okay with this man checking out because he took too long or was taking too long. And the part that pisses me off the most is where this video starts. Is that my brother on this video has his shit bagged. And you're going to see. He's trying to pay. He's in the final steps. And this man's going to bring it up. He's in the final step. And what I'm about to show you is what happens. All right? This is nuts. And I'm going to click it on before I start going into tears already.
Talking about this video, but I feel like they're all missing a really important part.
And the reason I chose him is because he's basically going to speak for me where I may not be able to after this.
Of this story. In the video, the police officers are accused of using excessive force while trespassing a man from a Target. And one of the police officers is even facing criminal charges for the incident now. But everyone's talking about what the police did wrong. And yes, they were wrong. But what about all the store employees and the customers? There was the store employees that called the police on this man to have him trespass because he was taking too long to check out.
remember what I just said. The man, but wait, we haven't. You're getting a glimpse. Look here, the money, the pile of money. Look at the hand, his money. Look at his shit in the bags right here, ready to go. He got himself a bicycle. He's about to go on his bike ride with his bicycle that he bought and his groceries, and so proud that he did all of that shit until this.
On the body cam, we can clearly see that this man has some mental deficiencies, but instead of a store employee or even a customer realizing that he's having problems and choosing to help him, everybody decides to call the police and let the police beat the shit out of him.
There you go. He said it.
On August 19th, 2022, Albuquerque police receive a call from the Target on Coors in Albuquerque, New Mexico, wanting a man removed from the store because he's taking too long to check out. Police arrive to trespass him, and this is what happens.
I want y'all to pay very close attention. Listen to every word that comes out of both officer and gentleman, please.
Please, go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay? Go ahead, stop.
Back up. Listen to listen. I want y'all to hear how the encounter starts. To a handicapped man. Okay? Let's take it right from the perspective. If you were the man at the cash register without a disability and were approached in this manner, now put yourself in a handicap shoes. Ready? Let's go. Start from here. Shh. Listen to every word.
This is what happens.
Hi, sir. Please, go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay? Go ahead, stop. Stop. You're done. Albuquerque police detained. You're not free to leave. Put your money down. You're coming with us, okay?
I
Just put your money down, okay? You're coming with us, okay?
I had
We're gonna
it
identify you.
tied up. So
Gotcha.
It took me a while.
Pick your money up. You're coming with us now, okay?
It just took me a little while.
Gotcha. You took too long. Go ahead and pick your money up.
Yeah, I'm
Pick
sorry.
your money up. You're coming. Do you want to walk us to walk you out, or you want to walk yourself out?
But I had it.
Go ahead and put your money up, man.
I don't
I'm gonna move this back, okay?
I don't know that. I got all the money out now. I just was getting
So
my
go ahead and
money
grab your
out.
money, sir. We're walking out, okay?
Can I please just take
So we're gonna grab the money for you, okay?
Can I please? I got all the money.
We're leaving, okay?
Yeah.
And you're going to be identified, okay? And you're going to be issued a criminal trespass that says you can't come back to this business anymore, okay?
I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. It goes further. Like they literally beat the shit out of this guy. So if you watch the full video, they beat the shit out of this handicapped man. But I'm going to stop here and say that a policeman, the person you're supposed to trust, here's what's coming out of this man's mouth. I'm sorry. I just want to pay. I just want to pay. You're being trespassed. You're going to give me an ID. You're not allowed. What if this man lives next door to Target because his disability and that's the closest way he can get to the damn store? What if he can't go to another store? Now you done trespassed him for no damn reason and he can't get his shit. Like, come on, people. This is, I mean, it even gets worse. But again, if you want to see this full video, which is not what you're going to see, you need to go check it because they beat the shit out of the guy.
I was just getting my money out because I don't want to lose it.
So here's your money.
I keep
Put
it
it in
tight
your
right
pouch.
here. Yeah,
Put it up and let's walk out, okay? You go up the door. Okay, come on. We're walking out, okay?
What kind of piece of shit cop do you have to be to do this, boys and girls? Y'all better be liking comments.
wait.
We're
I'm
walking
calling
out.
911.
That's okay. We're walking out, okay?
I'm calling 911.
We're walking out.
The Albuquerque police physically removed
The last words out of that broadcast was, I'm calling 911. You're not real police. The man doesn't even believe they're real cops, that this is actually going on. I don't believe they're real cops and this is actually going on. But listen to what brother has to say right here.
the man from the store, make fun of him, rough him up, and then arrest him. Now it looks to me like all of this was completely unnecessary. The man was just trying to buy a bike and having trouble at self-checkout. Why didn't somebody just help him check out? Or maybe he insisted on doing it himself. Why not just let him take the time he needs to figure it out and get it done?
Exactly.
He wasn't hurting anyone in the process.
Exactly.
It seems to me that most people want to be self-sufficient, independent, take care of themselves. And even more so when a person is told that they have a handicap, whether it be physical or mental, that they end up having even more of a burning desire to prove to themselves that they can do the same things that everybody else can do. Guys, I'm sure you've all seen stories where somebody's been in a bad accident and told they'll never walk again, or they'll never use their arm or their hand again.
Yep.
And it's that statement that someone told them that they can't, that drives them and pushes them to prove to themselves and the world that yes, they can. And it looks to me like that was exactly what was happening here. He already has all of his items scanned, and he's even bagged some of his items. He's on the final step of putting his cash into the machine, and he is figuring it out. But clearly, he's taken longer to figure this out than other customers did. And Target wasn't okay with that. The police state multiple times that the only reason he's being trespassed and needs to be removed from the store is because he took too long to check out.
It just took me a little while.
Gotcha, you took too long. Go ahead and pick your money up.
And that's not a crime in any state. That's not a policy in any store. That is just bullshit.
We know that a person can only be trespassed from property by the property owner or manager. They can be physically removed by the police, but not unless the property owner or manager tells them that they want this person removed. So I called the store to ask if they were the ones who called the cops and asked for a mentally disabled man to be removed from their store because he's too slow. They refused to answer.
Thank you for calling the Coors Target store.
Hi, thank you for calling Target on Coors. This is Shannon speaking. How may I help you?
I'm sorry, who's this?
This is Shannon.
Shannon, hi, this is James. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing all right, thanks. Is there a manager in right now?
Were you looking for like a specific area manager or like...
Probably the store manager. I'm trying to figure out why management allowed Albuquerque police to abuse a man inside of their store, and whether it was store employees that called them and asked them to abuse the man, or if the police did it on their own.
Yeah, I had received a call earlier similar to this. Our store director is not in today. And our asset protection team is also, or our asset protection manager is also on vacation right now. I don't know if she'll be in later. Did you want me to take your name and number down and maybe have her call you back?
Sure. Do you know if it was a store employee that called the cops on this guy, though, or if the cops were just there?
Do you remember what day it was?
It was a year ago. it was August.
Oh.
Yeah, it was August of 2022. Do you think that there might be anyone in the store that might know what happened, just so I can make sure I get my details as accurate as possible? Anybody who might have been there on that day a year ago?
Ty might know. Let me put you on a brief hold and see if he's available.
Okay, sure.
So he said that we're unable to give out the information whether or not the store called the police, or if a guest called the police, or something like that.
That tells me everything I need to know. Thank you, ma'am.
There you
Of
go.
course. You have a beautiful day.
You too. Thanks, bye.
Can't tell you.
So little do these people know, when you call the police, it is public record. I put in the request today. We will find out who called them. We will find out who talked to them. And we will find out who ordered this man to be removed from the store. In the meantime, Natalie Wattis with KRQE in Albuquerque broke the news that the officer who made the arrest is now facing criminal charges for the arrest.
Former APD officer Kenneth Skeens is now facing 4 charges, including false imprisonment and battery, after lapel video shows police pull the victim by his arms out of the store.
Good.
You may be asking yourself, James, you do government accountability. Why are you so heavily focused on Target screwing up here? Well, here's how I see it. The police officer is already being held accountable exactly as he should.
Yep.
With criminal charges.
Yep.
But if we're going to prevent these things from even happening, then we need to recognize that it's on you and I also to not call the police when the police don't need to be called. And honestly, even if the police weren't being held accountable in this case, I still believe that whoever called the cops on this man was even worse than the cops themselves.
Yes, sir.
What kind of person calls the police on a mentally disabled man for being slow? In case you're wondering who to boycott.
Yeah, and there's your thought for food for thought on that one. Who calls the cops on a mentally challenged person for being slow? You're sick.
Because of this, it's Target. And in case you're wondering the specific store where this happened, it's Coors Boulevard in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Since Target decided not to comment on the situation when asked, I decided to make a comment that I think Target would make if they commented.
This is great. Ready for this? This is 100%. Here we go.
Dear customers, while we believe in the love, tolerance, and acceptance of all people in our society, we can't just have disabled people running around trying to be self-sufficient. God damn.
Hi, sir. I'll pick the police. Go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay? Go ahead, stop. Stop. Are you done? After your police detained, you're not free to leave. Put your money down. You're coming with us, okay? Just put your money down, okay? You're coming with us, okay?
I had
We're gonna
it
identify you.
tied up. So
Gotcha.
it took me a while.
Pick your money up. You're coming with us now, okay?
There's two of them. Because watch.
It
There's
just
two
took
of
me
them.
a little while.
Gotcha. You took too long.
So what
Go
did
ahead,
I
pick your
tell
money.
you? There's the cop that breaks the law, the cop that stands by and watches the law being broken, and the one that actually does something gets fired.
Yeah, I'm
Take your
sorry.
money out.
Over here
You're
to the
coming-
right.
Do you want to walk us to walk
And
you out, or
your
you want to walk
partner
yourself?
over here to the left.
I had it.
Go ahead and put your money up, man.
I do this.
I'm gonna move this mic, okay?
I don't look at I got all the money out now. I just was getting
So
my
go ahead and
money
grab your
out.
money, sir. We're walking out, okay?
Can I please just pay for
So we're
it?
gonna grab the money for you, then, okay?
Can I please just pay for it and I'm walking out?
Can I please? I got all the
We're
money.
leaving, okay?
Yeah.
And you're going to be identified, okay? And you're going to be issued a criminal trespass that says you can't come back to this business anymore, okay?
I was just getting my money out because I don't want to lose it.
So here's your money.
I keep
Put
it
it in
tight
your
right
pouch.
here.
Put it up, and let's walk out, okay? You go up the door. Okay, come on. We're walking out, okay?
There you go. So there's more to that. If you watch the full video, you'll literally see the assault and everything else. I mean, what kind of asshole? I'm sorry for my language tonight, but this is probably like the most pissed off I've ever been in a broadcast. And it's not even pissed off for me. It's pissed off because this goes on in the world to people that can't do nothing about it. I wish, and I don't like wishing bad on nobody, but I wish all of these cops that do things like this to disable people not only got fired for what they did, but somewhere along the lines, God disables you and puts you in the shoes of another man. Because let me tell you something. You can complain you have no shoes all day long until you meet a man with no feet. All right, let's bring the chat back over. Woosah infantry. Woosah. So your thoughts, chat. I want to hear it. And with that note, I hope y'all don't mind. I'm going to take a music break. My brain needs to chill out for a second. There you go. We're going to go with this track here. Plus, I got a pee too. So, I hope you guys are enjoying tonight. Give me a thumbs up. I know Vash is still rocking with me. What does the count say? 3 people. So, I got Vash plus 1. We're going to take a quick music break. I'm going to go run to the little boys' room. Hope you're enjoying the program. Welcome to This Week Outdoors. Stick and stay.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't want to be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. Just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. 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 Yeah, I just wanna be great.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complaining. working them into the basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring, and I'll fight till anxiety is boring. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Had to clear the thoughts there. I'm telling you, I love these music breaks. It gives me a chance to reset and all that. Because, I'm sorry if it seems like a night of me just pissing and moaning, but it's a good reason. Big Matt, what's up, brother? I say boycott Target. I agree. I agree. Daily Wire had a thing with Jordan Peterson, Dennis Prager, and others about the Bible. Dennis said something like that about people getting what's deserved. Jordan said, like, but don't you want them? I don't wish ill on anybody. I really don't. I don't want to be that person, but when you fuck with handicapped people and children, I don't feel justified in a 2-day suspension, a 7-day suspension, and a demotion. Once you, in your brain and heart, realize who you're dealing with, every action after that should be amplified back onto you. That's my thoughts on it. Because you're not picking on somebody your size. Didn't your mama or grandma, anybody ever teach you pick on somebody your own size? Handicapped people ain't never your size. I would love to be the guy that just, I don't know, beat the piss out of the people that beat on handicapped people or mess with handicapped people this way. It's disgusting. I get a week paid vacation. I get 2 days off. Fuck you. And as far as Target, you're a sick individual to call the cops because handicapped man is taking longer than you like, Karen. To repent before it's too late. And Dennis replies, that's such a Christian. Amen to that, man. Sorry, I was in a meeting with a new... Oh, no worries, dude. It's been I don't know where the hell anybody's been tonight. This has been a great program, too. Why aren't you guys coming up in the chat? I don't understand what's going on tonight. But I'm going to put this up here. If anybody wants to come up and hang out for a few minutes. Chit chat. There's the Stinky Linky. Like, this program's taking it out of me tonight. And I swear, if you watch that full video of the Target video and you don't cry or you don't break out into tears, there's something wrong with you. something wrong with you. How? How do you call the cops on a mentally handicapped man? I get our first video, okay? I kind of get it. He had something in his pocket. The cop just want to see, make sure nothing in the pocket. Okay, great. But that's when that program should have been done and over with. Move on with your life. This is a whole nother world of disgustingness. Okay, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, why is what's going on with the overlay tonight? I have no idea what's going on with our overlay. Mika, what are you doing? Get out of there. No. Before you end up hitting a damn button and shutting everybody off. But yeah, that's pretty much been, those two videos have been, the second video just came across my desk this week. But the first video literally has been there since it happened. And I've been meaning to address it. I wanted to kind of let everything blow over and then bring it up. But tonight, look, man, I carry a blind stick too. Cop walk up on me. Oh, you got a gun? Yeah, well, guess what? I'm the blind guy that's got a blind stick and a gun. So what? And in my state now, it's constitutional concealed carry. On top of the fact I have a concealed weapons license. So you're triple screwed. Did you see the reply from Dennis? That was meant to go with the previous comment. Yes, I did. And I'm going to scroll back up and read it again. Now that I know that there are two parts. It says, Daily Wire had a thing with Jordan Peterson and Dennis Prager and others about the Bible. Dennis said something like that about people getting what's deserved. Jordan said but don't you want them to repent before it's too late? And Dennis replies, that's such a Christian thing to say. Well, they do need to repent, but vengeance is mine, so saith the Lord, is something I've taken into heart almost my entire life. I have never done anything out of vengeance. As many times as I should have, as many times as I've wanted to, I've always believed. My mom used to tell me, God will get you. I don't have to get you. God will get you. But there's just some times where I would like to see God get you. This is one of them times where I would love to see God get you for that man. Yeah. We get to watch the destruction and aftermath, but I would love to see the rebirth and the regrowth of life after that. I don't know, man. Like I said, it kind of seems like I've been pissing and moaning all night between the Special Olympics and the two videos that we watched. But guys, I have a platform to speak. I got to use it, Okay. So, yeah, my chat overlay is not coming up for some reason. Do y'all see it on your side? I don't see it on my side. Let me know if you see the chat overlay. I feel you, trust me, and I agree that they should be fired. But getting what they deserve is the law, and we all fail. Jesus paid for us, yet we were sinners, as it says. Pray for them. I pray for my man, to be honest with you. Because I can tell you this much. The one and only time I was ever arrested was due to the fact that the person that had me arrested used my concealed weapon and my license against me. Made a phone call, said I was holding people hostage at gunpoint. So I got the entire police force, battle shields, guns drawn on me, my wife, and at the time Brandon was 3. 2 o'clock in the morning in a cow pasture at a farm auction. And the way them officers treated me and it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I was never read my Miranda rights, even though I was arrested. And it just wasn't a good experience. I asked the officers, I'm like, listen, I'm going to be bonded out of here in the morning. With my disability, can I be left in holding? So they said, yeah, you can stay in holding. Just let the officers know, shift change, that we told you can stay in here after you see the judge. And I did that, and they said, oh, no, you're going to general population. I'm like, listen, I can't defend myself. I can't protect myself. You don't need to be putting me in there. And they still did. I just went to sleep until I got bonded out. That was like the slowest I've ever seen. Okay. I've ever seen the clock move in my life. But, I have never had a positive experience with a cop. Okay. Thanks, guys. I got a black screen. I don't get to see anything. But, bullies with badges is how I've always looked at a cop. And if you call, like the other thing too is, if you call the police, whatever you call the police on is permanent or damn near permanent. So any decision that you make, it's just not good, man. The police are not good. I know they're supposed to be good, but they're not. And the thing that irks me, okay, in our government in general, is police officers are a job in which we, the people, pay for. But unlike other jobs, if you're unhappy with the service you're being provided, you can fire the person working for you and choose another person. We don't have that option. If you don't like the police, you're screwed. That's what you got. But yet I have to keep paying for a service I'm not happy with. And that goes throughout the government, just so you guys know that. It's a job that we pay salary on. So you work for me, for Matt, for Vash, for every person in this country that pays tax. But if we're unhappy with you, we can't fire you. Can't stop the payment. I don't want to pay taxes on shit I don't agree with, that I'm not happy with. Why should I have to pay for it? It's a service. Look at the side of the police car. What does it say? To protect and serve. So just a little thought for you guys. And that's like goes on like my other thing with the fire department. I love not the fire department, the ambulance people. Because family, listen, the ambulance is the biggest scam in U.S. history. Because here's how it's a scam. Your tax pays for police, fire, and emergency medical rescue services. Okay? All three of those are paid for by your taxes. But when the policeman comes to your house and shoots the guy that breaks in and are trying to kill you, and they put 400 bullets in this guy, 2 weeks later, you don't get a bill from the police department for the resources that you used. Same thing with the fire department. They come, your house on fire. We use 60,000 gallons of water to put out your fire. You don't get a water bill 3 weeks later. So why the hell does the ambulance get to be paid for by our taxes? And then 3 weeks later, I get a hella bill from using the damn ambulance. Can anybody in this country explain how that works? How does that work? If you call 911 and ask for an ambulance, son, you're going to get a bill for it. But my taxes pay for it, right? Uh-huh. I've asked politicians this question and they can't answer it. How does the ambulance man get double paychecks? Somebody with a logic and smart, because like I said, I've asked state senators, mayors, elected officials, commissioners. No one can tell me the answer, honestly, of why the hell, if your taxes pay for the ambulance, do you get a bill when you use the ambulance? Where is your tax money going then? What is it paying for? Think about it. Think about it. Told you guys I was going to light it on fire tonight. And I started off in a good mood today. So anybody have any thoughts? If not, I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes. We're gonna wrap things up. I gotta let my son go to bed. He's living in the studio these days. Gotta get the roof fixed in his bedroom. But yeah, anything you guys want to say, comment on, any of that stuff. Anything you want to ask, go over and check out the live stream I did with Unique Prepping if you guys missed it. We did it on Wednesday. It was really good. A lot of great questions, a lot of great answers. Check out this week's video. Check out Matt's videos. I don't know where Coyote is tonight. The wizard, he's hiding somewhere. What you gonna pop up now that I'm getting ready to sign off? Yeah, no, I'm here, infantry. Been here the whole time. Sitting in the back like Gandalf with my wizard bite. Kumbaya time for infantry. Yeah, exactly. Breathe in with the point and out with the 177. I'm forever going to be known as the guy who forgets the point in front of the 177. Yeah, no, I got to take Woosah, man. And I mean, look, you guys, Vash, you've been with me here all night, dude. Do I not have reason to be upset? I mean, it gets a little redonkulous. I see. Who do we got over there? It is Big Mac. All right. Let me switch up some things here. Okay. Bring up my man, Matt. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
So
I was listening in the background, and that's some messed up stuff.
Dude, I promise you, if you actually watch the video, if you don't cry,
I don't cry.
what you don't see is after as they're walking him away. That's where it gets bad. Not what you see there. That's not the worst of it. That's the start of the shit pile. And then
that just makes me want to go back to Coyote's little home away from home and hurt somebody.
That's my thoughts on it. I would love nothing more than to beat the piss out of those 2 cops for that man and make sure they know why I beat the piss out of them. That's what you get for messing with it. And why didn't anybody in the store, anyone, hey, leave him alone. Let him check out. Officer, what are you doing? Like, are you fucking nuts? Let the man check. He got a bike. Dude, he was probably going to take the new bike and his shit and ride home with the biggest smile on his face. You don't know. And you look what you did.
He could have been taking that bike to move on. You know, he could have been just passing through, and that's where he got the money, and he found the bike, and that's why he bought it.
And old boy wasn't broke either. You see all that money he had?
Yeah.
And you know what it was? I can tell you what it was right now. It was some schmuck in loss prevention watching him on the fucking cameras going, oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, what's going on?
Rather, the worst thing about it is it probably started with one of them Karens that, in the store shopping because she had to stand there or he had to stand there a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Till another one opened. But, that's also goes back on the store because they the ones that's got them self-checkouts and they ain't got no regular people, to check out anymore. So.
Yep. Hey, look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. You want to see something interesting? Watch me do self-checkout. And I don't mean it's funny, haha. We can all go ahead and laugh at infantry. I don't care. It's funny as hell to watch a blind guy try to check out and read the stupid, do you want a receipt? Do you want my fucking kid's first name, last name, social security number? Do you want us to fax you, email, write a love letter? Bro, but I have never once in my life not had, hey, sir, would you like me to help you? Or can I offer you some help? Or whatever. And all I say is, no, thank you. I'm good. It just looks a little awkward, but I got it. And there are some times where there's different keypads where I have to ask for help. Hey,
you want something to laugh at? Go watch a big guy try to check out at self-checkout. I practically got to take a knee to even see the screen.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Hey, and you know what else is crazy is I complain. All right. When you guys go, this is how sick OCD is. Remember, I've talked about this before. Obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm going to use Walmart as an example. Okay. When I go to Walmart and it says your total is $100, I put my card in. First screen that comes up is your PIN number. Doot, 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 doot. 5 little doots. And you have to hear them. If you don't hear doot, 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 you need to tell somebody. They have to have that turned on for people like me. Now, next thing is going to tell you is the total correct? Which this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen, ever asked. Why would you ask me if the total is correct if I'm not allowed to dispute it? So you tell me my total is $100 and I say I only got $50. Well, guess what? You shouldn't ask that. That's my thoughts on that. But either way, they ask you the total is whatever. Is this correct? Boop, you push OK. Now, when you're done, you're supposed to hear the thing says remove card, but you're supposed to hear beep, 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 beep. It does that because for a reason. A blind guy, don't forget your card. Now, the shops that don't have that turned on, I give them shit. Hey, you need to turn your noise on that machine by ADA regulations. I'm blind and I can't hear what to do. And they look at me like in the dumbest way, like, what? Yeah, I can't hear the doot, doot, doot that I need to hear in order to activate this. Sure enough, most people right then and there are turning back on. You have to have that on. So places that don't turn it on and you're doing, and you don't hear any noise and it's not beep, beep, it's not barking at you, you need to tell that cashier, hey, listen, you need to turn the beeping thing on here by ADA regulator. Stand up for us people. You know what I'm saying? So, Highlands Husky. Hey, how's it going, Highlands Husky? Good to see you. Confirming the transaction for legal purposes and facial recognition. I'm confused on that one.
That's probably got to do with the
there's Tony.
Can't dispute the if the price is right or wrong.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, confirming the transaction for legal purposes and facial recognition. Well, they're not getting facial recognition off of me, Highland. There's no way. This is facial recognition when I'm at the counter. I'm being dead ass.
All you can see is your head. Your
yeah,
forehead.
all you can see is my bald spot, dude. Like, that's part of what I'm trying to tell you. I know you just came in, Highland, and this is what I talked about in the beginning of the program. I was kind of going to be upset that everybody comes in so late because we did talk about a lot of stuff tonight. I played some amazing videos that sheds light on a bunch of stuff that I'm too tired to go back and talk about. I hope you understand that, but like, Matt will back me up on this. Tonight's been a slam against anti-disabled people all night. If you're against handicapped people, you're a cop, you're a whatever. I've been ratting you out tonight. I've been setting it on fire tonight because I'm just pissed. I'm tired of it.
You were calling people out on their BS.
Exactly. Exactly. And Target need boycott Target, guys. Boycott Target. And I'm not telling you to boycott it because of foo-foo little sissies or none of that, and I want you to be my way. Listen, watch the video that we just played, and you'll decide for yourself. I'm 100% believing in that. If you watch the video I just played, you will not want to shop at Target. You won't care about the alphabet soup people when you see this, because this is disgusting in a whole nother level.
And Tony, make sure you tell your daughter happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Tony. What's your daughter's birthday? What's her name? What's her name? Because you done put it up here. We go do it. F Target and Butt Light. Oh, look, man, y'all heard me say it 1,000,001 times. I don't care who you are. I don't care what flavor you are. I don't care what color you are. We all people, and you don't need to push your stuff on me. Okay? I either like you or I don't like you. It's not because whatever you are. You're either a good person or you're a bad person.
Hey,
don't force your ways on me.
And I don't care if some dude wants to wear a dress because he thinks it makes him feel more manly or womanly or whatever. I don't care. Don't push your beliefs on me, and I won't push my fist on you.
Tamara is her name. All right. Well, guess what? We're going to do this on the count of 3, Big Matt. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tamara. Happy birthday to you. Sorry
and
for
many more. Kick her out the door.
Happy birthday. We love you. Hope you have an amazing birthday. You have an amazing dad. Your dad's always here supporting me. So it's only right I give him back the support. Which reminds me, Tony, how did last week and everything go? Update me, brother. And I'm very thankful to have your dad as part of my stream. So you, my dear, have an amazing day. I hope that you get everything that you want within restraint. You know, we can't let you be spoiled out there and everything, but you have an amazing day. Blow out that candle, and I hope God gives you your wish. Happy birthday. And many more, says Vash. I played a birthday song, but I probably get copyrighted.
Probably.
If we don't get copyrighted for singing it, Matt, right?
Yeah. Or we don't get in trouble for highlighting Target.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I already came into this stream with if I don't get demonetized on this one, then I'm doing good. And I didn't do or say anything wrong. Yes, I did use profanity, but not in the first 30 seconds, a minute of my video, so I should be okay.
Well, you know what you do? After the stream's over, switch it to members only.
I don't have members yet.
But you should still have the option.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have members yet. I don't have anything to give you guys that's worth money yet. So I haven't done that yet.
How
It's
about
crazy.
content like what you just did?
That might be an idea.
Yeah.
That might be, because honestly, guys, the whole members thing, I don't engage it because I love y'all too much to charge money for I don't have anything to give you in return. You know what I mean? I wasn't raised that way. I had a man one day walk up to me. I was working at a radio station, and I was running across the road to gas station to go get a drink. And I have my stick with me, across a busy ass highway, get to the gas station, walk across the parking lot. I get right to the door, I grab the door, and the man puts his hands on my hand, stops me, and goes to hand me a $20 bill. Says, "Here, sir, I want you to have this." I looked him in the face, looked at my cane, looked back at him in the face, and go, "Thank you, sir. I work for a living. I really appreciate that. That's not necessary." And I went in about my way.
Yep.
I mean, it's cool and all, but I don't want something for nothing. Never have. I don't believe in it. Sponsors and advertisers that work with me, they know that. Even you guys know that. I'm not going to sell you something that I don't use my damn self. I'm not going to put it up here. I don't stand behind things that I don't believe in. That's why I'm not left or right. I'm an American. I vote American. Simple. I vote for what's best for me and my family and my country and who may be best. That's how it's supposed to be. Look at it abroad. Don't be left, don't be right, don't be black, don't be white, don't be, yin, don't be yang. Be one, But yeah, man, it was a really, really interesting time tonight. That's for sure. Highland said, all right, we got that one. Lafayette, well, I suggested you boycott for the satanic stuff. I think all places nowadays, but I get what you're saying on that. and many more. Let's see. I gotta click this over here. Too many clicks to go on. Old school train robbers would look at the man's hands before. That's true. Before he robbed them, they would look at the person, and the poor ass people would be left alone, and only the people that had more than they needed had it taken. That's very true. And let me tell you something. Wars used to be fought with honor. Never shoot a man in the back. The generals and whatnots were always out on the battlefield. You don't see that no more, right? No. They hide in the damn bunkers. A lot of things have changed in this world that are scary. Look at the Target video we just showed you. All it would have taken was, well, half a thought on the idiot cop. Just half a brain. Not even a full brain. Half a brain. And anyone around witnessing it to step in. But I bet you whoever would have stepped in, Matt, what do you think on this one? They'd have gotten arrested too, huh?
Yep.
And that's the sick part of it. Is us as civilians witnessing cops blatantly doing wrong. But if we step in to protect other citizens from wrongdoing cops, we're now wrongdoing. How does that work? When you work for me, I pay your salary. You're here to serve and protect me. So if you step out of line, this all goes to what I was saying earlier. We need to be able to fire or change what we are paying for, people. If you're not happy with Comcast, go to AT&T. If you're not happy with AT&T, go to Starlink. If you're not happy with McDonald's, go to Burger King. But if you're not happy with the people protecting you, you're stuck. Screw you. Screw you. And if these people are going to beat on and do stuff to handicapped people, hey, what's next? Elderly people? Your children? Come on, man. Come on. We got to do better, people. We have to do better as a community and step in and not allow this to go on and to witness, videotape. Do whatever you can within the means of you getting arrested and step in. You know? I'll give you a good example today. We're on the way to bowling practice this morning, right? Check this. You're going to love this one there, Matt. We're driving down Highway 90. It's a 6-laner. It's 3 on one side, 3 on the other. We are in the farthest lane, so you could turn right, okay? We're driving to bowling alley. We got to make a right. As we're driving, out of my wife and I's peripherals at the same exact time, comes a black kid on a bicycle, not a motorcycle, bicycle, almost hits my truck sideways with his bike. What I was seeing was where windows were down, I was seeing what could have happened. Why are you coming up to my car in the middle of traffic? This isn't at a traffic light. This is flat out. He jaywalked across the road riding his bike and almost side slammed into my car as he looked like he was trying to reach in my window. The wife and I are like, oh crap. So she swerves, goes around him. Next thing we see, here comes the sheriff. Long and short of it, it's a cop chasing down a bicycle. Okay, this gets better. The kid on the bike dips off over to like in one of the plazas, try to evade the police, so where the cop car can't go type of thing, right? So we keep on going. We're now going. We're going to make our right. We're going to go to the bowling alley. As we turn right, who pops out back in front of us? The same damn kid that the cops are chasing. Now he's coming head on to my truck. I'm not kidding you. I can't make this shit up, okay? Now he's coming head on to my truck on a bicycle. And he tries to get between me or my wife's truck and the median, but without hopping up on the median. So we know the cops are chasing him. We see it. So my wife does one of these jokes towards his ass. I'm like, dude, if you would have hit him, we don't know if he's got a gun. We don't know what the hell's going on. Just leave it alone and let's go. She's like, yeah, but it would have helped the cop. I'm like, I know, but we don't want to be involved in that. Sure enough, we ran into some police later that day. They got the kid. It took 8 cop cars to run down one bicycle. 8 cop cars to run down one bicycle. And all I had to do was open the driver door. Bam! Would have taken him out. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make it. I wish I was rolling the camera. But it's one of those where you're driving, it's like, oh shit, you see somebody literally like almost reaching in your car door that wasn't there a minute ago.
Yeah.
Bye. Wow. And you know what, Tony, you're somebody I want to ask. Have you ever done or do you work at all with Special Olympics? Because the first part of the program, the first hour of the program, we were talking about, I'm going to be making a video on my first year as a Special Olympic parent or something to that effect. Because there's a lot of things I'm witnessing with my child's bowling program that I'm really not happy with. And I don't want to have to backtrack in a program, but I'm trying to find somebody that's ever worked with them so I can understand what the hell is going on, because it doesn't make sense. And I don't want to be that guy where I think I'm right and I'm not, but I have coaches that don't coach telling us that we are not allowed to. This is at practice. This is not on tournaments, nothing. But the coaches don't coach at all. And then the parents are not allowed to coach our children at all. So we're basically just supposed to let our kids throw a bowling ball down the lane and whatever happens, happens. And that's how the program is done. There is no fundamentals being taught. There is no guidance of any kind. When the kids are having like my buddy today, Levi, little buddy had a really bad first game. He had like 0 going into the 5th. And he snapped. He got mad, and he went off and he was pissed. You think anybody, like, it took a good minute for anybody to go over and even care about the kid, And I don't think that's the way the Special Olympics is supposed to be. But I
don't think it should be that way on any, whether it's special or not.
Well, and this is the problem I have, Matt. I have taught. But y'all are going to laugh at this one. I was an assistant coach for 2 years for Little League Baseball, organized baseball, right, for 2 years. And I don't care what kid you were. When you're at practice, every kid, hey, Tommy, when you throw it, try to put a little snap on that ball next time. Billy, when you're swinging, I want you to swing through the ball. There's always something. In the months that you guys have heard me talk about bowling, not one of the 2 coaches has coached, guided, or done anything to anybody but their own kids. And that is not saying anything either. That's like, they're not coaching them. They're maybe once a week, hey, son, you got to try to do this. And then that's it. He walks away. The coach stands with a clipboard, which this I don't understand, stands with a clipboard and takes the scores of all the kids. Now, if anybody has ever been bowling or knows anything about a bowling alley, you can have your games printed when you're done. So why are you wasting time writing down scores when he can print it out and your time's better spent teaching the kids?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that way. And now, like I said, now I'm not allowed to even coach my child or to give him pointers or anything at practice. I get it, the tournaments. I get it. I've been there. I bowled for 4 years at professional level tournament leagues. I get it. But I don't get what they're doing. I don't understand. We don't get, when the kids go to the bowling alley to compete, they don't get a practice ball. They don't get a warm-up game. They walk in and they bowl. The bowling alley, I talked to them today. When you're in a bowling league, everything I've ever been in bowling, where the house will give you a couple free games a week for being on the league so that you can practice. The kids get no free practice. They get no warm-ups. They get no coaching. They walk in, and like I said, whatever they throw, that's it. And I'm not the only parent on the team that feels this way. Well, the little boy I mentioned, Levi, his grandma was like, I'm not going to sign him up next year. My grandson has learned nothing. No one has taught him. I've sat here for weeks and watched him get pissed off. I've watched him this, and I'm like, ma'am, I've done my best to help coach your son, but now they've even kicked me out of doing. I was coaching the kids, or at least what I could do. I even bought rosin bags because one day the kids were doing bad, so I went and I got a bag of some rosin powder bags, and I went over to the kids. I said, "Hey guys, magic trick, come here. Put some of this on your hand before you throw every ball, and watch how much better you do. It's magic powder." Every one of them kids' scores went up. So if I got to spend $5 or $6 or $7 on these kids a week to buy rosin bags, I just spent $28 on rosin bags on 2 big ones for these kids. But I'm not allowed to coach no more. I'm not allowed to give advice no more. I'm not allowed to do nothing. But coach, they don't do shit. It's terrible, man.
All right, let's take a vote. Who thinks DJ should be the coach for the bowling league?
Half the team. Half the team.
We're talking about it in the chat. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all think he should be.
All right. Highland says crack carjacking to make the parole here. I don't know what it was, dude, but Buddy was running and it's six of them to chase down a bike. It was hilarious. Rainbow, what's up, Dave? Good evening, DJ. Just back from a concert. Oh, that's right. You were doing a concert thing tonight. Leonard Skinner, ZZ Top, Uncle Cracker. Nah, dude, the lineup alone, if that show wasn't good, I don't know how it couldn't be good. You missed a good show tonight, though, Dave. I've been on a warpath. This is one program you definitely want to go back and rewatch. Start at like hour 2. Start at 10 o'clock and go forward. I mean, you can start in the first hour where I pissed and moan about Special Olympics and trying to figure this out. But it's been all about handicapped people tonight and how screwed up life is towards us and things like that. Tony says, DJ, I've never done Special Olympics, just a wrestling coach. Okay. Well, I remember you're a wrestling coach. That's why I wanted to ask if you've ever worked with them. I need to, again, I don't want to be pissed over something I'm not understanding correctly. But there's no way in the world you can have youth organized sports without coaching, without fundamentals, without leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be a leader, and there isn't one. I've dealt with the general public. Seems like the special folks are more aware. And that's the thing. We are very aware. Handicapped people, 9 times out of 10 are more aware of what's going on than you are. We have to be. We have to be more aware than the average person just to be even. I always used to tell people, it takes me 3 times the effort it does you to do any chore, job, thing in life. And you don't realize that. For me, just to be able to put on this broadcast, to see 2 screens, a chat, a soundboard, a mixing board, a microphone, everything else, my stream deck and the buttons I have to switch between segues and all this crap. It's 3 times the work for me than it is for you. You know, but that's normal life. It's like that saying I said earlier. I once complained that I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. That stuck with me since 8th grade math, and it always will. Hi, Rainbow. Highland says, the alley probably gets attacked. Well, they do. They do. And they give us our games. Like I was talking to her today, about, I was like, we don't get any practice. We don't get any warm-ups. The kids don't get like a free game through the week like a normal league bowl would do. And she's like, well, your games are paid for when you're here. I was like, that I get. But you can't have once a week practice and expect a team to do any good. And even as a bowler, you can't bowl once a week and expect when tournament comes, you're going to do good. You got to bowl a couple times through the week. You got to get that muscle memory. So, now the bowling alley's been great. They've been really nice, really they're helpful. Whatever we need, they've taken care of. I'm happy with the bowling. I mean, outside of this, they're expensive. But for Special Olympics, the bowling alley's done really well. pawn the team? What is pawn the team? Is that another emoji that didn't come up? That's the thumbs up. See, on you guys' side, you get the thumbs up and all that. On my side, I get the ... You got this. Hey, by the way, hashtag you got this. Vash says I'm the coach. And that's another thing I get. Maybe there's not enough people. Maybe somebody doesn't know how to do something. I don't know the backstory on it, but I do know that if you don't have enough volunteers to do something, this is all you do. Hey, parents, we're looking for help on the bowling team. Anybody want to volunteer? We could use the extra help. We got all these kids. We need extra we need extra hands. We need extra coaches. You think they did that? No. These are people that, like I said last week, lost my son's paperwork, waited till 4:30 the night before to tell me I had till 9 o'clock tomorrow to get paperwork or he can't compete because they lost it. But it's my fault that they lost the paperwork I submitted in April. I don't understand it. Today, I get a text at 10:30. We have to be at the lanes at 1. Hey, guys, just wanted to remind everybody, bowling today at 1 o'clock. This is 10:30 this morning. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I want to understand, am I the wrong? Or, I don't want to be wrong and sitting here saying I'm right. I just want to understand what the hell's going on and how my kids participating in it. How are we going to compete in Jacksonville? This is where I'm really confused. We competed our first competition. The kids did great last week, got all their prizes. Now, the next one is supposed to be on the 29th, which is supposed to be in Ocala, which is our area. We're not doing areas because the two coaches who are married aren't going to be here. They're going to be out of town on vacation with their kids. So the rest of the team can't compete because they're taking a vacation in areas. So we're missing out on that opportunity. Now, here's where it gets confusing for me. Tony, you have a wrestling team. Maybe you could break this down for me, bro. Areas then moves to what I'm assuming Jacksonville would be the equivalent of districts. Okay? So we've got area, district, and then Orlando would be state. So area moves you to Jacksonville, which is where we're going to be competing. But from what I was told today is that us competing in Jacksonville, the kids aren't going to get anything. It doesn't count because they didn't compete in areas. So the school is going to find a way to make it count based upon their scores. Now, here's where it really gets confusing. If we don't compete in areas and we compete in districts and the kids do well in districts, how are you supposed to go to state? Because it takes both areas and districts to make state. So does that mean that we can't go to state? Or if we go to state, is it going to count? You see how I'm getting confused in this?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay, you're good. Good. Thank God I'm on the same page as everybody because I want to understand. And I'm not a sports guy. So organized sports has never been my strong point. I just know that you have to win sectionals to get to the next section. Then you have to do well in this section to move to this section and then to the last section. If you cut out one of those sections, how can you make it to the end? I don't understand. I think my kids are getting screwed. All because two people and their children can't make it. But what about the rest of us? You don't coach us anyway, so you not being there may be a good thing. I don't know. Chat, what do y'all think? Tony, comment on that, bro, because you're organized sports kind of guy yourself. I'm curious on how that works. And guys, honestly, I'm going to call it quits at 12 because I'm tired. It's been a long day. And Matt, is that how, are you a sports guy? Do you get sport? I'm understanding it right? Where you have to do each thing in order to get to the end.
That's the way I take it.
Yeah, and I'm telling my wife, I'm like, So if we're going an hour and a half to Jacksonville and an hour and a half, so a 3-hour car ride to bowl, and it doesn't count. Do I really need to go drive 3 hours for nothing? Like, I want my kid to compete. I want him to do it, but man, if he ain't gonna get nothing for it, what the hell? Why do it? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we're being screwed out of an opportunity here. But again, I don't know. I would love to have, if someone from the Special Olympics wants to reach out to me, it's infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. I would love to sit and discuss this with you because I would love to learn. I have never, even in my childhood days, have I been on a team with no guidance, no coaching, no assistance, no. Just go out there and do your best, kid. Good job. I mean, if that was the case, imagine if you had this same scenario, Matt. Ready? I'm gonna get a chuckle out of you on this one. Imagine if I had the same scenario with same special kids, except instead of bowling, we're gonna go do archery. You don't teach no kids none of the fundamentals of how to shoot a bow, hold a bow, point a bow, none of that. I guarantee you, somebody's getting shot just out of accident. Somebody's gonna get an arrow.
Something's gonna happen.
You gotta teach fundamentals.
Yeah.
Hashtag infantry's pissed off rant. School of Rock. That was a good movie. Jack Black. That was a good movie. That was a real good movie. I don't know if Terry's still with us. Oh, Terry, I'm still waiting to hear back from you on that, man. Maybe you can straighten us out a little bit, or me anyway, because I don't get it. And that was a good movie. And see, I've taught music. I'm not a teacher, but I'm a teacher. I am I'm a vendor for the Florida State Division of Blind Services Board of Education. I teach people that want to DJ, that want to produce, that want to do sound, that want to make a studio, anything in my fields. I meet with the client first, put the technology that we can figure out in front of them, and really determine whether or not it's something they want to do. Because when I went into broadcasting school, the same administrator that gave me the highest school scholarship ever awarded 2 years earlier told me, you won't be able to do this because you can't see. I don't think you'll do well. I'd hate to see you spend the money, yada, yada, yada. 2 years go by. I go back again. I get this highest scholarship in school history. And I have a degree in radio and TV broadcasting because of it. So, hashtag boycott Target. Scumbags. God. And I don't even like Target. I've never liked Target. Just something about the place. I just don't like it. You know what it reminds me of is like a half-ass Kmart.
Yep.
That's what it reminds me of. Kmart was better. Y'all, I mean, for y'all remember, like you're old like me and Matt. You remember
that was my favorite store.
Oh, remember when they had the snack bar, the little sit-down snack bars? You go in the diner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when Kmart was Kmart, bro. When you could actually go in, shop, go into the little diner, have a snack, have a root beer float, spend the day with the fam in the damn Kmart. Did you ever have, where you live, Matt, did you ever have Woolworth?
No.
Okay, that was another one that was like Target that had a diner inside of it and everything.
Well, see, in Walmart, the first thing that was entered or offered at Walmart, they had a little diner at the beginning, and then now all of a sudden, all of them just have McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah. Or what do we have at ours? The fucking pretzel place. It's $6 for a ridiculous tiny pretzel. It's nuts. I missed the blue lights. Yeah. Yeah. Attention Kmart shoppers, there's a blue light special on aisle 13. Chips Ahoy cookies. Hurry on over before the blue light goes out. Kmart shoppers, blue light special. Yeah, man. If folks ain't old enough to remember that. Oh, man. And the grocery stores. Remember back in the day when you went to the grocery store? You had the person on the microphone. Well, welcome to Winn-Dixie, everybody. Coming to you today from the meat department. Our meat specials are as follows. And our butcher specials are, I mean, you don't hear that no more.
No.
When I was a kid, I knew the butcher and his first name. Does anybody anymore? I bet you didn't even know there was a butcher at your store. And I bet you some of them don't even have butchers anymore.
Nope. Kroger's is the only place here that, and it's technically a butcher. All he does is he'll cut certain cuts, and that's it.
Well, Walmart, so that y'all know this, does have a butcher. He resides in the back, so you got to find him. But they do have a butcher that can butcher for you. A lot of people don't know that because you never see him.
Mm-mm.
Got to catch his ass when he comes out in the meat cart.
The Walmart here doesn't have a butcher and never have.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I would love to sit down and learn how to butcher because, man, that's an art.
Yeah.
That's a real art. How the hell you take an animal and give me flank steak, skirt steak, Boston butt, some ribs, pork, some belly, whatever the hell it is. I mean, they know how to use every square inch of real estate to turn it into something useful. And man, it's a lost art, man. It's gonna be a lot. It's like what you do, Matt. Your metalwork. It's a lost art, man. I was just saying, I don't know if you heard earlier in the stream, one of the melters that I watch is Big Stacked Casting. He's out of Australia. He just went today. He had a sword that he had already had. So he wanted to sand cast it. And instead of it being whatever the metal was, he wanted to make it bronze. So he sand casted a bronze. I mean, it came out awesome. I was looking at it, I was like, man, that's something I would want to do. Make a cool looking sword or, you know, something neat like that. But again, it's lost art. You don't see it anymore. You know? And that's a shame. That's a shame.
And then you got Coyote that just wants to pour molted aluminum in an ant bed.
Oh, I'm gonna do that for sure. For sure. Because Matt, you want to know the economics in that? It will cost me less than $7 in my aluminum pile to make a $300 anthill that somebody wants to buy and stick on their shelf. Yeah, bro, they're expensive. Yeah,
Coyote just wants to do it because he wants to be.
He just wants to piss off. Yeah, he just wants to piss off the ants. I get it.
He can't stand fire ants.
Don't come
and if you don't believe me, go back and watch some of my videos from when Coyote was here in Texas.
You're like me, dude. Florida and fire ants.
It was very comical. I mean, I felt sorry for him, but it was funny.
That's a very true statement, Highland. Throughout history, the butcher never goes hungry. That's exactly right. Termidor is like $50. What does it say? What's a Termidor? Do you know what Termidor is, Mac? Or Matt?
No.
Termidor is like $50. I don't know what Termidor is. And that's, you know, like with my kids, even with the cleaning, you know, you see us trapping and everything. I have yet to learn how to clean an animal, to eat it. I don't want to do it without somebody here for obvious good reasons. I'm blind. If I screw up, somebody's going to get sick. I'd rather just not until I have someone that goes, so infantry, see this right here? You're going to stick your fingers here and you're going to do this. And then you're going to stick your fingers here and you're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you taint that meat, or you're going to get sick.
So what do you do with your deer?
What do I do with my deer?
Yeah.
I haven't got one yet. I'll let you know when I get my first one.
What do you do with your turkey?
I ain't got one yet. Let you know when I get one. Matt, have you not followed my channel? Are you new here, bro?
I followed your channel, but I mean, there's got to be a reason that you want to do it. You had to have seen something somewhere.
Well, I mean, I get the idea of how to gut an animal. I get the gists of it. But with my vision and not having someone to properly guide me, I'd rather wait till someone can show me than attempt it. But I haven't gotten an animal. I mean, other than, like, you know, Matt, we've talked about I want to try some raccoon. It doesn't matter to me if I try it now or if I try it later. I'm going to try it eventually. But eventually somebody's going to show me the proper way to take the guts out and clean it and make it safe. And you know what I mean? But as far as the deer, what I'm going to do if and when God gives me a deer is I'm going to skin it myself. And then I'm going to take it to the processor that's 2 minutes from my house. I'm going to let him do it. Same thing with the alligators. I'm going to skin out the alligator myself. Then I'll take the carcass over to the processor, have him make me jerky, have him make me tail, have him make me nuggies, have him make me some ribs, you know, until I learn to do it.
Well, alligator is a bit tricky, but deer is pretty straightforward.
Well, alligator is easy. The only thing that 98% of the world eats is the tail. That's simple to clean. But when you get into somebody like me, where I like gator ribs, you gotta know how to take out the ribs. You can also take out the hind haunches.
But I've been told that you get the bad taste from the fat of the alligator.
The bad taste. Okay, if you're gonna get an alligator specifically to eat, you want a 6 to 7 foot alligator. No bigger, no smaller. That's your best eating gator. When you get bigger gators, like what I'm going for 13, 14, 12 foot if I can find one.
Mm-hmm.
I want to eat it, but I've played with I call them Florida pit bulls. I've grown up around alligators.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to eat it, but I need to get the biggest nuisance out of the area. But where you get into, it's like iguana. If you eat iguana, it's like eating alligator. The tail meat is really good, but when you get into like the knuckle, the hind haunches, the leg meat, that's gonna give you that what you would call a gamey taste.
Yeah.
But alligator gamey, not like deer gamey, not like bear gamey. It's gonna be alligator. It's gonna be lizardy. I don't know have any other way to put it to you, but it's gonna be like a lizardy, like a turtle taste, or
and I'm just going by what I've been told.
Herd coon is like pulled pork. I want to find that out, but again, until somebody shows me the proper way to not get sick, I don't want to take a chance. Only mammal I cleaned was a rabbit a long time ago. I like to get someone to teach me in person. Then that's me. I want to be taught in person, because with my eyeballs, the person teaching me needs to be on my level. I can't see what you see. So how do we do it? And that's what we're going to have to figure out. Just like skinning, like Matt and Coyote. When I started skinning the raccoons, it took me 3 hours to do one raccoon. Didn't it, Matt? I called him every time I did one. Dude, it took me 3 hours a day. What did you tell me? But did it come out good? Yep. Then that's all that matters. Now I'm down to about an hour per raccoon. I'm getting better.
Yeah. All it takes is practice. I can't tell you how long it took me to skin my first raccoon. All I can say is it takes me about 15 minutes to do it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, again, too, having the proper tools, having the proper pulleys. Like I'm not set up to do it in 15 minutes. I'm still doing an old school method of hand pull, cut, hand pull, cut, hand pull, cut.
I pull as much as I can and only cut where I have to.
Yeah, well, in all offense, dude,
And,
you're
and
like,
my special tool is for the tail. I take 2 screwdrivers and put them together in such a way that I can grab it with my hand and use it to rip the tail right off.
I tried that so many times, and I ended up with a fucking, I call it the poof. I get the tail and leave a fucking poof, and I got mad. So I just said, screw it. I bought a pair of tail strippers, and I have not made a poof since.
Well,
so
yeah.
I did. I tried hard to do the screwdriver method.
There again, you're looking at 2 different people where the tail stripper does not do the trick for me unless I made it myself.
Right.
Versus the other, because my hands are a lot bigger than yours.
And that's what I was going to say. You're pulling on the raccoon is like 3 of me pulling on the raccoon. So where you can grab probably from just below the waist, when you're done with the waist, you could probably grab and pull all the way down to the skull in 1 pull or 2. 1 or 2 pulls. Me, I still have to cut away to get down to the
all in placement of where you have the coon to your body, and you have to use what the good Lord gave you to do it. I mean,
and I do. Granted, it does take me longer, but I have to pull and cut, whereas Matt, being a bigger gentleman, can grab and literally just pull. You know?
Okay, but see, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like David and Goliath here.
Yeah, exactly.
it's basic physics. If you put it up high enough where you have to reach it, that's all of your weight pulling down on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've done that too. I've had to put all my weight in it. It would be like me and my son. That would be a great comparison, because my son, he's learning his skin too. But when he gets to that, he needs to pull. He can literally hang on the raccoon and pull, and it ain't going nowhere.
But see, I've also been in situations where I've had to raise it up and then lower it way down just so I could get all of my weight going down.
Yeah, get the leverage point on it. No. But I still thought it was cute that my son's literally hanging. He's holding the raccoon in each hand. He's got the skin wrapped, and he's got his handles, and it ain't going nowhere.
Yep. And see, and most of mine, I pull everything until I get to the neck. That's where I start pulling real slow and using just my hands, brute force with my hands, and get down to the eyeballs and the ears and stuff. And that's where I start cutting.
Oh, my biggest thing is the face. I always that takes me the longest. Herd coon is like pulled pork, which I do want to verify that, because I've heard the same thing. I've heard nothing but good about raccoon.
I will tell you this: I've had raccoon, I've had good raccoon, and I've had bad raccoon. The one thing that I can tell you is the good one, they remove certain glands.
Okay.
When they cook it.
Hello, Miss Mika. Are you going to come say hi to everybody? So my little girl right here is not a little girl anymore. She's a big girl now. She's had her first session of heat. And God, have I hated it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful. What are you doing? You're so silly. Say hi, everybody. Look up here. Look, Mika, look up here. Say hi. And one thing I've noticed with her being in heat, she has been extra loving. Like way extra lovey. I guess it makes sense. I'm a male, she's a female. But no, she's really like, I can't wait to get her to the damn vet and get her fixed, because I'm not doing this again. Nope. Nope. Blind people and bleeding dogs don't work.
Right?
But let's see what we got. Let me finish up the chat so we can wind down here, Vash. Blotting out the fat with towels is a trick. Okay. And I've also heard cutting out a lot of the white, silver skin, fatty parts. That's another big thing too.
Yes.
Zachary Towler likes eating coon fat crispies. Oh, you mean like pig skins?
It's like pork skin, you know.
Yeah, I'd try that. For sure. So the whole thing is, I even asked my UPS driver, His name's Jay. Really cool guy. He tends to show up while I'm in the middle of cleaning animals. So Jay has seen plenty of raccoons hanging, and Jay was telling me that his pops eats raccoon and that they have it. And I was like, well, listen, if you want, I'm not doing anything with these because I don't know how to clean them. Any chance you get me and Pops together and Pops could share some secrets with me? I'll give y'all raccoons. I'm just waiting on Jay to get me with Pops because Pops wants raccoons. I want to learn how to clean the raccoons and eat the raccoons, and Pops got the secrets. So I'll give Pops the raccoons. You just show me how I can eat them, you know? But again, I'll learn all things in time, you know? And that's not something like you guys watching on the videos. If you've never cleaned an animal to eat it, I don't recommend you just go out and try it because you can get sick. You could really screw yourself up.
But see, I mean, I grew up, we process our own deer.
Yeah.
So.
And that's how I want to be. Because growing up, granted, I'm a South Florida boy, okay? The hunting down there reversed to water. So I know how to clean a lobster. I know how to clean a shark. I know how to clean a fish. I know how to clean an iguana. I know how to clean a snake. I don't know how to clean big animals. We don't do that down there. There's nothing down there to do that with. You know? Iguanas, them are easy. The eyelids are the money. The eyelids are, I always do good on the eyelids for some reason.
Because your attention to detail, that's where that comes in.
And my patience.
Yeah.
Because y'all, if you've ever cleaned an animal, you'll know that even with a razor blade, sometimes you'll slice and then nothing will happen. You'll slice and nothing will happen. Sometimes you'll sit there for 5 minutes, just trying to get this one little piece to let go, because if you don't cut it at the right angle, you're not cutting it. You're hitting the cartilage, you're hitting the bone, you're hitting every little, but that stupid little piece that you want to come off. It's and I clean all of them with I use Harbor Freight razor blade knives, carpet knives. I love those things. I swear to God. I use my
pocket knife for the most part when I'm skinning anything until it comes to the eyeballs and the nose and mouth. That's where I have an X-Acto knife with a new blade on it every time.
And I started out doing it that way with an actual blade knife. But then halfway through the raccoon, you got to sharpen that blade knife. At least I did my first few times because it took me so long. But having to keep sharpening my knife in the process of cleaning the animal was getting annoying. So I was like, I just got to be a better way.
What you need handy is just a scrap piece of leather that's long enough for you to grab a hold of one end and you can use it to, because all it does, it takes whatever's off the edge of that knife, it'll take it off. It'll actually sharpen it too.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a firm believer in strapping. Here's another one for you. If you don't have a piece of leather,
blue jeans.
Denim jeans, a lot of people don't know about that. Denim blue jeans, if you pull it taut, will work as a strap. Yeah. I used to sit at the radio. Matter of fact, I have my pocket knife right here. As you can tell, it's well weathered, seasoned, mossy oak. This has actually been a kick-ass knife for mossy oak. It's just a straight blade, nothing fancy. It's just my daily beater. As you can tell, it's beat to shit. It got left on a roof for like a year. But I would sit at the radio station and I would just rub it across my pants.
Yep.
I know y'all can't see it, but I'm just rubbing it across my pants leg.
If anybody has ever sat back when they were a kid and watched their dads and their grandpas and grandmas and watch them when they're skinning out and cleaning animals, watch them. They're wiping that blade on their jeans. It's not just to get the blood off of it. It's
to keep the knife sharp.
It'll sharpen your knife.
No. I've had tall puller leave fur more than my knife.
Tail.
And a tail puller. Yeah. I have tried. Okay. The reason I got the tail puller is because I wanted to make a flat mount with a full tail. I didn't want to split the tail. If I'm going to split the tail, then I just take my little the hell is it called?
Gut hook.
Yeah, I just take my gut hook and I go right down the tail and I'm done.
Yeah.
If I'm flattening out the tail, which I did, I started all my mounts that way because that's the way you learn. But I wanted a mount that was a flat mount with a puffy tail. So I reached out, Coyote, what do I got to do? All right, all you got to do is simple. Just don't fucking cut the tail, pull it out in one piece. Then you're going to take chopsticks and you're going to shove salt down that motherfucker. That's what I did. And guess what? It worked. It worked perfectly. So the tail stripper really was just for that. If I want a bushy tail, I want to be able to, my way, be able to do it. Like you said, the screwdrivers, I tried it. It didn't work. It slipped. It was awkward. Matt's hands are like massive. You know, I got big hands, but Matt got big hands.
Yeah.
For me, you just put the stripper under, you grab it, and you pull the tail. You don't pull the stripper. That's the secret. You got to pull the tail, not the stripper.
You pull them both, but you have to pull them equally. You can't, do one more than the other.
Right.
But also with the screwdrivers, that's how I was taught. That's what I was taught to use. And when they started talking about these tail strippers, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get me one of those. It's going to make life so easy. It didn't.
It did for me. Honestly, like it was night and day difference on the first pull.
Mm-hmm. But again, it goes back to the simple fact of this is what I've used all of my life. Mm-hmm. And the simple word is don't fix it if it ain't broke.
That's right. And that all comes to full circle what we've been talking about tonight with handicapped people. The man's at the register. The man has all his shit legit bagged, bicycle next to him, a wad of cash. Granted, it was spilled out on the counter, but you know what? Buddy's doing him. Ain't nobody being disrupted. Just leave him alone. But worst case, hey, bud, can I help you with anything? You got it? Okay. Give the man a chance. Nah. Take too long. Inconveniencing nobody. It's taking too long. Taking up space in my store.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, brother? That's where we're going to end it for tonight. On
yes,
that
sir.
note.
And at some point tomorrow, or after you end this, I need to talk to you about something that's kind of important.
Okay, let me jump off. Give me once I sign off, give me 5 minutes and call me.
All right.
I'm gonna be up. I'm just getting off of here. All right. So I gotta let Brandon go to bed. I hear him tapping on the door. It's after midnight.
Yep. All right. Bye.
All right, brother. All right, guys. Be sure to check out Outdoors with Big Matt and all of my moderators. Also, check out this week's video. Check out the live stream that I did with Zach and Unique Prepping. And I hope you guys enjoyed tonight, man. I know, Mika, I'm coming now. It was a great night filled with. I hear you. We're coming. Are you saying bye-bye too? Tell us bye. To see you next week. Now you're not gonna say nothing, but you gotta tell the people. Just say thank you for watching, my daddy. All right, guys. Well, again, any comments, questions, or concerns, hit us up at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. And I hope you guys learned something tonight, because that was the intent of it. I hope that we all saw the craziness that's out there and the things that handicapped people have to deal with. And as long as I have a platform, I'm going to stand up and say something. So thank you for participating. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And as always, I hope that this and all of my adventures here on this program inspire you to get outdoors. So until we meet again, have an amazing weekend, everybody.
by Water Purification Products, providing the complete package for all your purifying needs, including sales, installation, and services. They're fully licensed and insured. Visit them at waterpurificationproducts.com or call 954-979-5066 for pure water at your fingertips. And Mayhem Studios for all your multimedia needs. They'll give your business or organization a professional look to include videos and logos. Contact them at mayhemstudios@yahoo.com or call 479-322-0700. Add a little mayhem to your media. In association with ZW Designs. Need a website or app for your business? ZW Design has you covered. They'll get you looking professional in no time at affordable rates. Visit them at zwdesigns-agency.com or call 970-759-2739.
All I